Why? What is this? Yeah.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of the Rel-Talk podcast. Joined by me or my two awesome guests that I'm so glad that I met through streaming and that they are now my friend. We got Mr. Dread, aka Ernest, joining us for part 2. And we also have the one, the only, Miss Fancy Kitty Gaming, aka Chandra Frey. I appreciate that with us. Are my co-host, Banning, aka Spider.
Yo.
I appreciate you guys stopping in, coming in, hanging out with us. Thank you for being our guest. I really appreciate that. I sat here thinking, I was like, shit, I don't have plans. And this was last Wednesday. I was like, shit, I don't have plans for this week. I'm like, we just got to shoot the shit. We're just gonna sit here and talk for like 3 hours. That's fine. I don't care. So that was the original plan for this episode, was just to talk, I guess.
Talk about whatever.
So Ernest, he sent me a text. He's like, wait a second, I'm confused. What time is it your area? Like, because of the time zones. And so I get mind fucked over the time zones too. I really do. Like, it's crazy to think, like I said last Wednesday? Or it was last Wednesday after the podcast, I was talking about time zones. I said it's crazy to think because Leanne is 7 hours ahead of us. So right now it's 12 o'clock her time. And so I'm just like mind fucked by that. And then I try to think of Ernest's time and I'm just like, the fuck, what time is it over there? And it's like 9 in the morning for you right now, right?
Now it's 11.
It's fucking 11. Okay. Well, it's 11 o'clock. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's a mind fucked. It's a total mind fuck just to think of time zones. But here's something else that blew my mind. There's a star. I don't know if it has a name, but there's a star that blew up. And it already became a supernova and it already exploded. And it blew up 3,000 years ago. Just think of that. 3,000 years ago. But now here on Earth, we're about to actually see the explosion ourselves. Just think of this. That explosion is 3,000 years old. But now because how all that like travels and stuff like that, the distance and everything like that, now we get to finally see it 3,000 years later. And it's fucking crazy. It's crazy to think.
It's crazy what you can think what happened 3,000 years ago.
Like, it's so crazy. Like, literally 3,000 years ago, I mean, obviously we didn't have any of this shit that we have now. Not even close. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy to think that that star blew up those many years ago. And now we're going to finally see the explosion ourselves. Because it's going to finally reach out to where we could see it. I don't know if that already happened. It probably did. But you were able to actually capture that explosion. And they said just with your eye. You don't need a telescope. You don't need anything fancy to see it. I was just mind blown that, that happened 3,000 years ago. Which is it's so crazy to think still.
Right.
No, Jesse, I appreciate you stopping in on the podcast, man. How's everybody's week been?
Busy.
Busy?
Visiting lots and lots of family.
Hey, right now is the best time to do that.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
It's vacation season. It is family season for sure. Camping, cookouts, everything like that.
Also, happy 4th of July to everybody for tomorrow.
Yeah, happy 4th to everybody. I more than likely will not be live.
I will definitely not be on.
It really is doing. Hang on a second.
So I want to talk about something funny. So Smokey, he fought a dude in Call of Duty, and this guy was being toxic, right, and talking shit on Smokey. I think he heard him through proxy, and because he kept all the dude was doing was camping, but he was being toxic, right? So Smokey shits on the camper, and the dude called Smokey a bitch, and he's like, "Dude, you're the one camping in the corner like a fucking pussy." After that guy reported Smokey for what he said, and Smokey received a 3-day ban. I laughed at it, and this was 5 months ago now, I think. And so it was funny for my title because I got on Call of Duty, found out I have a 3-day ban in voice chat because I called the guy a pussy. But this is where I want to talk about it because it's stupid because people can say whatever the hell they want in that game. Fucked up shit, you know, like they can talk about your mom, your sister, your kids, stuff like that. Shit that should not be said on the mic by anyone. It doesn't matter if you're trolling or anything. They can say whatever they want. But as soon as you say you're a pussy, it's game over. That's like Call of Duty stepping down saying, all right, that's too much. And so I received a 3-day ban for voice chat because I called somebody a pussy. I just laughed at it. I was like, dude, that's so stupid. Like, I've been called the N-word. I've been called all this shit. And nothing happens. I mean, you hear so many homophobic things being said. I mean, it's crazy.
So, Activision has an anti-fetish for calling people body parts now?
Right? Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking, it's crazy.
Like, you can talk about everyone's ancestors, you can bring their history into it, but as soon as you call them a
the
body
whole
part,
family
like,
lineage. Mm-hmm.
I just that's why, like, whenever I play, like it's hard for PC because PC they including if they're in like the Discord chat or whatnot, they can still hear game chat and still can talk in game chat, you know. With like people that are on console, I'll just go into Discord chat and just chill. I don't have to worry about listening to people or getting that game chat ban.
That's got to be a pro tip
I
for all the toxic people out there.
I crashed my game the other day, yesterday. This is before you guys came into the stream, Ernest, but I forced Call of Duty to crash. There was a cheater. Yeah. There was a fucking hacker in the game. And it's not just he was cheating, he was talking in proximity. And he was just talking to voice chat, obviously, and he started talking shit, acting like he's really good. And so I was like, oh, maybe this is a content creator. Then when I got killed by him, saw his level, saw the weapon skin, everything that he's using, saw how he's locking onto people and just insane shit. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to get this guy out. I'm going to be a hero of this lobby. Spammed him, literally spammed him 25 times. I thought he could see me fucking reporting him. And what made me even more like skeptic about it though, is every time I sent in a report, the guy started laughing. So I don't know if he was watching my stream the entire time, just remaining silent, you know, in chat room. But every time I reported him, he started laughing. I don't speak Spanish. I don't. I only know the bad words. So I know when someone I know when someone's saying something bad. I know. I fucking know. But yeah, he was saying something in Spanish and I didn't care, so I spam reported him 25 times. Game crashed. I was like, fuck, did this guy just ban me? Or did Call of Duty ban me? And it's a temporary ban because I spam reported because I heard that's something that they're looking forward in the future to trying to do. And so I was like, wait, did they already do that? And I started freaking out. I was like, fuck, dude, what am I gonna do for tomorrow and future content right now? Because I don't have GTA up. I gotta fix GTA, and that's gonna take some time. So I sat there and I was like, fuck. So I logged back in, had me rejoin, and then I started spamming the fucking report button again. But I did it smart this time. And I waited every like 45 seconds before I sent in a new one. Motherfucker never got banned though. He never got banned. He's using, so I guess there's a new cheat software that the anti-cheat's not picking up right now, and it's actually like on sale. Just due to the fact that I know that because every match I've gotten into almost in the past like 48 hours, somebody's been using that same exact cheat to where you could tell they're cheating, you report them, and it's not kicking them. So I think there's fucking a cheat going around, and there was probably a 4th of July or weekend sale for it. And there's a lot of fucking people running it right now, and it sucks. Like I said, if I was in charge of the game, man, that shit would be gone. Right? It would be gone. I would do two things. If you can't handle the hackers, then this is what you do. Disable crossplay. Disable that. Once that's disabled, try to figure out a way to fix the anti-cheat. Make it run smoother. Yeah, make it to where you can toggle on and off. So if you do want to play with your friends that are on PC, you can. But just know you're going to run the risk of maybe finding a cheater. But if you turn that crossplay off, you don't have to worry about that shit anymore. You know what I mean? Especially if you just want a casual game.
They come out with an anti-cheat that, actually does an IP ban.
I would have thought that would already be in place.
Yeah,
but IP is not hard to get around.
Yeah, it really is, and including if you know your way around like coding and all that.
That's why you do a hardware ban.
Yeah. Jesse has a question in chat. I got a question. Has any one of you ever had a random that was cheating? And if you did, how did you deal with that player?
I've had that twice. One, we were just playing trios, and this is when they took out the playlist randomly, which was fucking annoying because we didn't want to play quads, just due to the fact because we didn't want a random. More say I didn't. I think my buddy Rafi didn't care. Spider probably didn't care, but I did. I didn't want to play with a random. And we played with a random. And this is when the fucking Scream costume was coming out. And hackers got early access to it because, they got the coding for it and everything like that, so they were using it. And so this guy joins us, and I'm like, dude, this guy's a level 53. And we're like, oh shit. And then we saw his outfit as we load into the plane. And we saw this motherfucker is literally using the Scream outfit. And so I'm sitting here, I'm like, fuck, dude. I don't want to play. I kind of want to report a teammate and back out. Back then, reporting wouldn't do shit. So we just sat there and thought about it and said, fuck it. Let's just play and see what happens. If this guy doesn't die, then we'll back out. Luckily for us, the cheater died. He was ass. And then we died. So, I mean, the lobby was good. It's not like we would have gave the lobby any difficulty, but the cheater had the potential of doing it. This one, here, I'm glad we're talking about this because this is another content creator. Yes, content creator. He used to stream on Facebook. Yes, I know who it is. I could say his name, but I'm not going to. But he streamed on Facebook.
Is this who I think it is?
He I played. Can I even bring in other content creators I was playing with at the time? Or would that just be a little too?
I mean, we haven't really played with them in a long time, so
You don't
If I
even know who
think
I'm
if
talking about. You never played with us. Um, I I'll say this: the other content creator didn't know he was cheating either. And let's just say he started cheating. He started cheating to keep up with me. Um, this dude is real competitive, and before he even got games in with me, he would watch my streams, and he'd be like, "Damn," being like amazed by the shit I could do. Like, okay, and then he would go and say to another content creator, um, that he's good. He could do that too. You know, drop shots like this and get these high kills, and then I'll bring in one person because I don't even think I can say that. We'll just say we all know this person. We all do. We've all gamed with this person that has played with the hacker, and our friend, we'll call him our friend, was playing with this cheater, and he never cheated with this person, right? Our friend would outkill him, and when our friend plays with us, it's the other way. I'm the one always carrying. And I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing, but it's the truth, you know. Like I'm always like miles ahead. But in this case, he was about maybe a half a mile ahead of that other dude that started cheating. And after that, I got into a game with our friend because he was playing with him. And so I go in there and I start gaming with him. And here I am at 15. Our friend has about 6, 7. Soon to be cheater had about 4 or 5. So I wasn't extremely bad. But it's not where he said he is when he can play with me. And so I carried and then played another match and I didn't do so well, but I still carried. And then I played another match where I got 19 or 18 and the soon to be cheater had maybe about 8, 9. Still carried. But then I got off just because I never liked this person. I just to keep that in mind. I never liked him, had a bad vibe about him. I ended up being right. I guess he just turned out to be a real piece of shit besides the cheating portion. He's just not a good person. But anyhow, he started using hacks and he would post pictures every time that he would rank up in Warzone and posted where he would be on his rank and everything like that. He wasn't streaming, but he would always post pictures of where he's at. And then one day, I think he got on stream and our friend, I think he was in there with him and he got booted. And it said he got banned. He ended the stream. And yeah, our friend came in and told me, he's like, yeah, dude, he got banned. He just got on today and media banned. I sat there laughing. I was like, dude, I told you. And so we had a good little joke about it. After I got the confirmation that he was cheating, I blocked him. Wanted nothing to do with him. Just because I don't want that to reflect on me. Like, you know, I need somebody like that, you know. I don't always drop high kill games, you know. Like today was awful. If anybody stopped into the stream, you would have seen me struggle today. You probably would have saw me rage. I mean, I literally got off the game and stopped playing the game for about hour and a half. I was just trying to find something to do, but the thing I wanted to do wasn't downloaded. So I got back on that shit game and did shit again and got off immediately. But it's not like every day that I'm doing good. But yeah, that guy, fuck that dude. And there is another guy. Well, we'll get into that other guy. But I want to let everybody else talk about it if they have ever dealt with that.
Trying to think if I've ever.
I mean, if you ever played with a hacker, it was really with me too, you know, because you and I have always gamed together.
Yeah, I mean, if it was, unless it was at that time to where, you know, I wasn't able to get on and everything, other than that, yeah, like, playing with the hacker would have had to been with you. Like, that's the only way thinking about it, but I don't remember a whole lot of them if we did.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I think there was like maybe once, and then after that, we never really had a random because every time we did a no-fill, we either just went back to trios or we did, or we found a fourth. So.
What about you guys? Have you guys ever played with any hackers that you didn't know were cheating?
Maybe a random here and there that I suspected, but
Nobody befriended though?
yeah, nobody that I befriended that I know of.
That's like a slap to the face when you fucking become friends with them.
Including me,
That's why I was so upset. I just sat there. I was like,
Does Black Ops 2 era count?
yeah,
'Cause I
just
had
cheaters in
friends
general.
back then that used modded controllers, which was a form of hacking back then.
Back then, yeah. I mean, if we're going back then, yeah, I remember getting into a lobby on
And right
Black
after I
Ops
found out that they were
2.
using them controllers, I completely quit gaming. Like it did kind of hurt my feelings to know that I was going up against these dudes in lobbies, like just out of customs and stuff,
See, I
and
thought-
they were kicking my ass, and they were cheating. Like that kind of hurt my feelings, but.
I thought the modded controllers were a very rare thing because, like, including back then, for like Xbox 360s and all that, I rarely ran into them. I mean, once maybe every 10 to 15 games, but I also played hardcore search and destroy half the time.
Dude, search was the best on that game.
It really was.
Now, I got a accusation by, we'll call this dude Ronald, and felt completely betrayed. I mean, I didn't care for Ronald, like rarely gamed with him. Like basically, he was the last one I would pick to be on my team, literally. Ronald was a content creator too, and would bitch when nobody ever jumped into his stream. But Ronald at the same time didn't stream a whole lot. So like I get it. If you don't want to stream, then don't stream. But don't sit there and bitch about it when, everybody's not coming in. You gotta stream. People are gonna be used to a reoccurring thing, like, oh fuck, what day is it? Oh shit, today's Tuesday afternoon. This person's gonna be on. That's what people will have in their minds. It's crazy. You wouldn't think that, but that's true. That's why it's good to have a schedule if you want to be a content creator. So people know the times you're live and the times that you're not going to be live. But anyhow, Ronald one day came in with another content creator, and I was okay with this content creator. I liked him, but the thing that pissed me off is all I would hear is, "Oh, this guy's fucking cheating," and I'm like, Ronald, or not Ronald. I'm like, dude, it's fucking Warzone 1. Of course somebody's cheating. Of course. Just stop bitching about it. Like, it's not going to get any better. You're not doing anybody any favors.
Yeah.
You're getting heated. You're getting heated, and it's ruining your vibe, and then you sit there and rage quit every game. So I got frustrated with him, and he wasn't doing well. He was sick. And I said to this content creator, I'm like, dude, just relax. They're not cheating. I just whooped their ass. And then fucking Ronald, which is the best friend of this content creator, Ronald's like, yeah, it's probably because you're cheating. I'm sitting here, I'm like, the fuck? I was sat here, I was like, damn, really? Is that what you think? All right, I'm done gaming. I didn't say that, but I said in my head, I was like, all right, I will not game with them after this. That's it. That's it. Because if I get the other content creator that I'm okay with, I'm gonna have to deal with Dick Ronald over here, and I'm not gonna do that. It's not good for content. It's not good for any of that. Ronald couldn't even fucking get 3 kills, even if he tried. That's how bad Ronald was. There was one day he was so excited that he got 3 kills. I swear to God, he had an early Cinco de Mayo in his house. Like there was fucking confetti flying everywhere, fucking trombones playing, fucking electric guitars, everything was playing. Everybody opened up and all fucking made a toast. Kapai! They all fucking toasted, you know. The thousands over there toasted for him getting 3 kills. And I sat there, I'm just like, dude, you could, I didn't say it, but I wanted to. I was like, dude, why are you saying I'm that? And this is the first time he's ever done that. You know, he was just pissed off because of what I said to his friend. Because it's the truth, dude. If you don't know that there's going to be cheaters in Call of Duty, then you're a dumbass. I'm sorry. If you right now think there's not going to be cheaters in Black Ops 6, you guys are fucking dumb. If you don't think there's going to be cheaters in the next Call of Duty that title that they release, probably Advanced Warfare 2, there's going to be hackers there. There's going to be hackers in Ghost 2 when that gets released. Like, there's going to be cheaters no matter what. Like, there is so much stupidity. And it's like, you just got to have that knowledge, dude. Like, why are you getting pissed off about a cheater? Who cares? You already know you lost, so then why are you being pissed off? I would be more pissed off if you're dropping 24 kills and you're excited, then you die to a hacker. Right? Like, you didn't expect there to be a cheater because you have this amount of kills. You know what I mean? But, like, if you're getting shit on, then you already know how the day's going to go. Just accept it, breathe, and just call it a day. Just call it a day. But yeah, no, he said that about me, and I was like, oh, dude, I'm never gonna get games in with this guy again. And then he tried to get games in with me. Oh, geez, about a year ago, he joined in my stream. He's like, hey, dude, he's like, I'm home. Do you want to get some games in? I'm sitting here. I'm looking at my thing. I'm like, shit, we got 3 people. Oh, hey, man, I'm gonna be full. Luckily, I did have somebody else get on. And then, like, after that, he hasn't been around anymore, which is totally fine with me. I don't care. But
I think he kind of gave up the whole game.
I don't like his attitude. Like, he had attitude with streaming. He was consistently drunk on stream, like, consistently, which is not good for content creation. Nobody wants, and he would go AFK for, like, 12 plus hours. Like, you would join into his stream and he's not even there. He'd be gone for like 7 plus hours, and you're like, where are you at?
Or what would happen? He'd play 1 or 2 games, and then he'd be like, I'll be right back, you guys.
I never came back.
Like 30 minutes, yeah, I never came back until like 45 minutes later, and then he had some excuse that he had to run somewhere or something. It was like, what the crap?
Yeah. I mean, I can't, if you're toxic, like on my team like that, I can't deal with it. It's different between being, how do I want to say, comedic toxicity, you know? Like you go to a comedy show, they got some toxicity with them, you know, something to fire back at the crowd if they're going to be rude to them, right? That's different, but it's different if you're just, you're saying, hey, screw you for coming into my stream and not being here this day. Hey, screw you for this. I don't want you in here. No, dude, don't treat people like that. That's the reason why nobody wants to be in your streams, period. You got to show people that they're welcome. You know, they want to feel welcome. They don't know who you are. They want to support you, but you gotta work for that. You gotta earn their follow. Just because they're viewing you doesn't mean they automatically have to follow you. You're not somebody high in demand where you're demanding that, you know? That's not how that works.
Hey, Relic, someone, here's another question. And this one's from Alicia. Relic, can you go over exactly how you know someone is cheating or hacking?
Oh, yeah. Pro tips.
Oh.
You said cheat. My first thought was like
it is a little different if you don't know, but like movement being one. A lot of cheaters will have shit up whether they have another monitor or not. I'm assuming, let's say in this case, that there's something on their left monitor, right? Here's what they're doing. They are playing on their main screen like this. So let's say they're using a controller right now, and they're looking over, grabbing their mouse to hurry enable something, but they're still moving, right? So movement, they're going to look like a bot. Not all the time. Not all the time. I'm going to get on with the other stuff. But most cases, they are going to move, loot like a bot, and be completely dumb. And then as soon as you get up to them, they are like pro grade aimers. You have no chance against them. You're down in 30 seconds. if that, maybe even like 10 seconds. And you just sit there and you're like, what? So don't go off of kill cams. You cannot go off of the kill cams. Kill cams never work. But you got to sit there and watch them. Some other tall tales to look at is the rink. Yes, the rink. Like I've said, this game's been out for, well, we're going on to 2 years now. Warzone 3 is going on to 2 years. And if you see somebody that has a low level, it doesn't mean they're cheating. I bumped into a 23, and that was a legitimate person. They were a bot. But the likelihood is they're not. So you got to kind of like, raise an eyebrow to that and kind of watch them. You got to watch them really well. And so rank being one of them, if they're low rank, don't immediately assume because of the rank. That's where that gameplay comes in. You got to look for the looting, the aim, everything like that. If their movement is slow and their looting is slow, but their aim is like pro grade, they're cheating. Now, here comes the other one. And this is where it can be really hard. But you have to sit there and watch this person. They got good movement. They're looting good. And they got good aim. You're sitting here, oh my God, this guy's a legitimate sweat. But just watch how fast he takes out a team. If he takes out a team just like that, like snap of a finger on his own without his team being there, then that guy is 110% probably cheating. Look at the level 2, go off the level. If they are low level, even me, dude, I can't do that shit. I struggle taking out a quad. The only way I take out a quad is if I down one, which I'll get onto here in a second. But the one dude, and it happened today. He was a solo. He was a solo, and he went on and took on 4 guys all at once. Didn't hide, stood in the open and downed every single one of them, which is just insane. Look for them, see if they're looking through. Everybody runs smokes, so see if they're looking through smoke with iron sight. Then you already know the dude's cheating. There's no indicator. If they don't get UAVs, that's another one where it's like, how'd you know that guy was right there? So there's audio cue, and then there's just this guy ran up on you. So there's that to look out for. And no, when you're playing solos, if you're a legitimate player, because now Spider brought that up, and this is what we did yesterday. We did kill race, and all of us in a quad, we broke away. And I was getting kills on my own. I think I had 14 kills alone, which I was still shocked about. The people I went up to, I found 2 people, and that was it. That was a team. So I downed one, and the other dude was worried about resting his teammate instead of trying to get me. So I don't know if I downed the better player or that guy was just dumb and didn't think in the moment, but I downed him as he's trying to res. Good, smart tactic to do. Don't get your finishes immediately. Don't. Bait him. But here's what you do. If you downed him, stand right here on this hill. You downed him right here. Okay, now run your ass over far left. Because guess what? That comm is going to come from his teammate. He's standing right there on that hill, right there. Now that you moved, he's going to be like, he just left. Now his teammate is going to be like, okay, I'm going to hurry and res you. So that's another thing to do. As he's resing, make sure you still have that visual. Make sure you can keep that visual. And then you take the shot on the other guy. Boom. That could be a team wipe. That could be a down. But that's what I was doing. I kept downing 2 people. I didn't get a full quad elimination, but I just kept running into like duos, basically. And that's all I would get was duo wipes. There was one quad wipe, but the 2 that they bought in were coming out of the air. So yeah, they were in the air. So I downed one. The other guy I downed, and then the one dude was on the roof, and all he had was a pistol, and I just fucking shit on him. So there's that. So I mean, it's hard to fucking do. I struggle playing solo duos, but I have more fun playing solo duos than I have playing solos. So if I have to play solos, I'm doing solo duo from now on.
Ernest just posted something hilarious, and I started busting up laughing. Sorry while you were going through that. I actually had to.
Oh, toll-free hotline on 0800 stop a cheater and help our caring environment. Oh man, that's literally what it is now, and it's so freaking sad.
All right.
Like that's the thing. The hackers have created a culture where you literally are getting onto the game now, and you want to give credit to somebody. You're like, oh fuck, dude, nice snipe. And then you're like, you sit there and watch it, and you're like, oh, you're cheating. Oh, okay, never mind. And so it just it really does suck because you want to be able to give credit to those that do well. Like, why wouldn't you? You know?
Yeah.
It's quite annoying actually. And speaking of annoying, uh, what has been the most annoying thing you guys have seen go on with this Call of Duty? Because let's be honest, there's lots of it. But if you had to pick one out of the thousands, what would you guys say it is?
I think mine. Oh, go ahead, Ernest.
Oh, mine's short and simple, so you can get to yours real quick. It's the guys that jump on and they have their mics on the whole time, and all you can hear is everything going on. They like got like some kind of private drug deal going on in the back of their house. They got like sound system blaring, but nothing clear.
Yeah,
That for me is just that's a no-no. Is that, yeah, never mind. I'm muting you. I'd rather play this game silent and pretend to be deaf than deal with all of that.
What about you, Fancy?
Mine would.
Oh, go ahead, Spider. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. I think mine was the one glitch that I kept getting really pissed off on when we'd be like right in the middle of a match and I get backed out.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'd be doing good too. We'd be going good. Oh man, yeah. Hated that. I think that was the worst. I think I'd rather go against a hacker than deal with that bullshit again.
Now, what was the question? I missed that. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
No, you're totally fine. Annoyances in in this war zone. What would you say is your top out of all of
The top?
them? Uh-huh.
The lag.
Fuck, I agree with you
lag.
on that. Lag is mine too. I don't care
Why
for
is
cheaters. I
one
don't care for cheaters. I really don't.
I don't.
But if I'm lagging everywhere and I can, like I already said it, like I've been able to down a hacker. I've been shadow banned because I've killed a few hackers. But the thing is if I snipe and I get that one shot off, I have the chance of downing the cheater. But if I'm fucking lagging everywhere, my weapon's useless. I'm useless. I'm just a free target. I might as well just stand in the open and not move and say free kill. That is literally what the lag does in this, and it sucks. And I feel like it's worse on PC than it is on console. And I'm not just talking with this last update because this last update was shit, but consoles now experiencing that, and we've been experiencing that for the last like 5 years. So I mean, just think of that for a minute. Your guys' is a moment. Yours will be fixed, and you guys will be back to where you were. But if you're
Well,
on
my thing
PC,
is
you're
I
fucked.
don't know how you relics get your movement to be so smooth because I am constantly lagging into walls. I go through a doorway and smack the door frame. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I've come to terms with it, thinking, hey, it's different fucking graphics cards. Because when I'm lagging, I'm sitting here. I look at my wife. I'm like, "Are you lagging?" She's like, "No, not really." And I'm sitting here. I'm like, "We're on the same fucking internet. How are you not lagging?" And then I'm sitting here. I'm like, "She's on a 3080," and I'm like, "It's got to have to be something with graphics cards." And I mean, maybe the developers haven't even thought of that, and they don't even know this. But like, I see people that have 4090s, and this is before I started losing graphics. You know, instead of shit not showing up, I watched Z-Laner, Tim, and all those higher streamers have 4090s. You know, because they pretty much got paid to own them and to kind of show them off, and they all started having graphical problems. Bushes weren't loading in. Bushes look like they're from Minecraft. PlayStation 1 graphics everywhere. Towers aren't loading in. I was like, damn, I'm glad I don't have that. My 3090, I was just fine. It wasn't until season 3 Reloaded that all that shit started disappearing. And even now, it still is coming back slightly, but it's still pretty bad. So when it comes to lag, it's definitely 100%. I'm telling you right now, it's coming off of different graphics. That's definitely the different cards that have their own glitches, which absolutely to me make no sense. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It makes zero sense. Like I'm still like having a hard time trying to think of how that works, but I think it's something with the coding and how you have these graphics cards handle them. So it's got to be something like that. Like it just to me makes zero sense. But yeah, I think that's my number one annoyance. I mean, if we wanted to go back in time, my number one annoyance was when loadouts fucking killed you.
Oh, oh man,
I dropped an 18 kill game and I was so excited. And I was about to buy my team back. So I threw the loadout down on me. I hit the radio tower. I'm at the buy station. I think this was over by TV station. So I'm going in, about to buy my teammates back. Boom, loadout drops on me. I'm dead. And that was a team wipe.
Oh, dude, it was so funny.
I was
too.
so fucking mad because I had nearly 20 kills and I had enough money to get my team back and a loadout. I bought the loadout first to ensure that, you know, they could get the loadout. And then I end up fucking getting killed by a loadout that ricocheted off the fucking dish onto me. That was so frustrating.
It was so, like, us watching him trying to do that, I busted out laughing. I think all of us busted out laughing besides him. He was so mad, and I was like, oh.
What's your best season on Warzone for you and moments you've had? If somebody else wants to go first, I got to think about this.
Since the Car 98 has been my best time.
Are we talking? I mean, we can.
Are we talking about the first Car 98 back in Warzone 1, or are we talking about the Car 98 in Caldera, or are we talking about the Car 98 now?
Car 98 now.
For me,
because I didn't play a whole lot of Warzone 1, so
I would have to say unfortunate. It is very, very, very unfortunate. But mine was in Warzone 2. And this, I think, still today is my best fucking moment. And I hate to say it. I hate it because I hated that Warzone. And I hated that map. But it was literally where I dropped my fucking 30 bomb with a win. And yeah. What was I using? I was using an LMG. Was it the RPG? No, it was I think it was the RPK. I think it was the RPK, but like people were getting bought back. I think there was a jailbreak, but up at Observatory, everybody was just flying in. It was just, there was people everywhere, dude. Like it covered the whole sky. I'm sitting here, I'm like, what the hell is this? What lobby am I in? I've never had this. So I'm aiming up, just taking out as many as I can in the air. They're all falling. Some of them are close enough to the ground where they're not getting killed, so they're downed. Some of them are getting res, some of them aren't. Then I hear people chasing after me on the ground. I'm starting to freak out. Smokey walks in, gets his RPK out, and he starts annihilating people. And I'm like, oh, thank God. So I start playing up. I start annihilating people. And then at the end of that match, I think I had 26 before we got to the very final circle. And I ended up picking off the last 4. And I ended up getting 30. And I would have to say that was my best moment for me. I don't know. God, that's so hard to say. All right, I won't consider that my best moment, but my sniping. Now, if we're going to say through all of them, Warzone 1 where I got my 1,000-meter snipe was the moment. And I will never beat that again. I've never come close to it. It took so long to do it the first time. God, there's so many moments, man. There's so many moments where I've jumped out of the sky, did a 360, throwing knife kill. I mean, there's so many fucking moments I could pick from. And it's hard. It really is hard. And I really wish I would have been smart and clipped these things. But I didn't know how to edit back then. And I used literally AI to edit my videos for me and pray to God that it captured those moments. Which it did for the most part. But I shot myself in the foot for sure for not making clips myself and then editing, which I'm starting to do as of a year and a half ago.
I have mine, but I want everybody else to go before I do.
What about the old Car 98? My best moment with the Car 98? 360 quick scope. 360 quick scope. Easy. 360 quick scope. Yeah, I was a pre-lobby, but I still hit the thing. My goal is to do it in an actual match. And now that you got the final kill cam, excuse me. Now that you got the final kill cam, I definitely want to hit a 360 quick scope for the final kill. That would be so nice.
What about you, Fancy? What was your season, or you know?
It was actually recently. I don't know. I played with relics too long, I guess, and just I got better and started getting higher kill games, and you can notice my gameplay better. Like, I think that's my greatest time is this season, and maybe a little bit of last season.
I've noticed that too. I've noticed that where you started and where you're at now, and it's crazy. Like the people that I have played with before, like my wife. Oh my God, bless her heart. She tried so damn hard in Warzone 1, but she looked like a complete bot. And now when I see her play, I'm like, who the fuck are you?
Right? It's
I
like,
was like, are you the same person?
so I was going through my pictures last night, and I found a screenshot of a game where I had 21 kills in that match.
Damn.
So, like, I would say that I got a lot better.
I think my best season was, now this is an old season. This was back with Verdansk. Back when I dropped my first ever 20 bomb. And I was using the it was the Krieg 6, and I can't remember what SMG I was using at the time.
God, the Krieg was.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, because when you got these 21 kills, and it was 21, not a 20 bomb. It was 21 kills, and we got a win. So here's the thing, right? I'm at 10 kills. This motherfucker somehow is at 16. I'm sitting here. I'm like, how am I behind? So I'm trying to play catch up to this guy. Go get it down. Somebody reses him. Spider gets him. And I'm just like, fuck. Get it down. Somebody reses him. Spider gets the kill. Fuck. Go over. See a team. Spider gets the kill. And I'm like, fuck. Towards the end circle around prison, I looked at it and I was like, damn, you are at 19 kills. I told him that. And he started panicking. He literally started panicking. I told him, I was like, Spider, because he started making noises. I'm like, Spider, shut the fuck up. Focus in. Focus in right now. Calm down. Calm down right now. I need you to focus. And then he started breathing. I was like, okay, that's better. And so I broke a guy. And then I said, Spider, I'm not going to get these kills. I'm going to help you get your 20 bomb. We're going to make sure whoever we get, it's your 20. And so we get the one guy. Spider gets the kill right there. Hit his first 20 kill game. I was like, holy shit. There's two guys down outside prison. We're inside. We're in that circular center part. And there's a little walkway we could get onto, like a little like gated like platform, and you can overlook the terrain down below. And two guys fighting on the hill. I was sniping, and I think Spider was sniping. And I missed my shot on the one dude.
I was using the Krieg 6.
Okay. I missed my one shot on the other guy. The other dude got the kill. I was like, shit. And then I think I ended up going down because I fell down like a dumbass. And I was so pissed off. I was so mad because I was like, dude, I just fucking threw this game for us. So I was so mad. And I told Spider, just stay up there. Don't drop down. Let alone he would have to eventually drop down. But he fucking dropped down anyways as soon as I went down. I was like, fuck. And the guy rushes out and I'm like, this guy's a demon. It's over. And Spider just pisses on him, gets 21 kills, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, what the fuck? I think I ended off on 15, 14, something like that.
Yeah,
And I was like,
hang on,
holy shit.
I have the screenshot. Hang on. I gotta
Oh, do
open
you?
my Snapchat. I do have the screenshot on my Snapchat, so hang on
Scott,
a second.
sniping just isn't the same like it used to be on Warzone 1, man. And so, me on Warzone 1 hitting that 1,000-meter snipe, it was hard. But I think if I were to do it now, it's a lot harder because now there's bullet drop for like almost every sniper. And marksman rifle for that matter. I mean, the car,
Like, if you
even
guys
knowing
would've
the
seen
car
my
was OP.
gameplay in Warzone 1, you guys would have laughed so hard.
I
That
was
the
bad in
thing
the
to
beginning.
Even jump out of the airplane.
Hold up. I want to see. Oh, no, because I lost access to my other account. Fuck.
Trying to remember.
I was going to show you guys. I started out at 0.63 KD. That's how bad I was. And that was me on console. And then I started playing a little bit more and I got up a little higher. And then I played Warzone on the PC.
These,
like
these were the people
0.75.
that we were. These were the people that we were playing with. It was you, me, Witchy, and you got ruined. I ended with 21. You ended with 18. Witchy ended with 3. I had you got
18.
ruined. Ended with 1. Yeah.
I had 18. Wait, we played quads? That actually explains it then.
Yeah. Here, I'll send it to you through. It's through Snapchat, so I'll send it to you though.
Dude,
There
that's
you go.
crazy. I didn't think I had that many. I didn't do too bad.
No, we did a pretty good game that game, but yeah, that was my
Check, can you see that?
best season because
It goes
like that
through
Crick
that.
6 ripped. And
I
like
don't
even
even
the
see it.
next game after that, I think I dropped like another like 15 kills after
Yeah,
the next
like I
game
said.
after that.
Yeah, like I said, Spider had to push out. Like he had to push out. He didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
He didn't have a choice. He had to push out.
Yeah, it was still a good game. I mean, we kicked butt that game and everything. And I didn't even realize too. Now, Relic should mention. I didn't realize I was stealing his kills because we were like, it was a constant. We would fight one team, run like not even 30 seconds, and fight another team if that makes sense. So it was a constant battle between all these teams that we were facing.
Yeah. Ernest asked a good question.
Okay.
No, go ahead, Spider, if you wanted to finish up what you were saying. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. I'm good.
Ernest said, the little title of yours has been used frequently that I never thought to ask because I just believed in I just believed it from seeing it in game. In little Warzone Jesus, if you will. But when did you decide to take the mantle of sniping God? Well, I hate to say it. I hate to say it because the dude turned into a piece of shit. But Doc, he would always act like he was super good at sniping, right? Always called himself the 2-time. And then you had Tim that would have his, and then Z. And then I would watch them and they were good. And then I'm hitting shots with the sniper. This is back on Warzone 1. And so I'm like getting some crazy ass snipes too. I'm like, oh my God, I love sniping. I got addicted to it. And then after that in Warzone 2, when they said sniping is done, and I'm like, fuck, this is stupid. And here I am, still not all the time downing people out of the air, but there was one moment where I guess this guy already got broke because I'm still trying to think of how I would still be able to hit him because I don't think they even up close with the sniper, it was still 2 shots to the head. And he dove. He was diving straight down, and I shot, and my bullet met him as he dived down and hit him. I got the down and got the kill, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, oh my God, dude, I'm a fucking sniping god. I was like, holy shit. And so, like, after that, we started doing 1v1s with our friends. We would try to do it. I think we'd try to do it every Wednesday. It was just a lot of fun, you know, something to just dick around with. And so, you know, we would start up fake beefs, you know, like somebody would be like, oh, Spider, I'm going to beat your ass in this game. get more kills. And then when it didn't happen, then there would be some shit talking like, oh, I thought you were gonna one up me, bitch. What the fuck? And so there was a lot of shit talking going, and so we settled it in a 1v1. I shoot.
Come down to like
I shoot. Bless his soul. Said I just want a 1v1 relic right now. I was like, okay. I was like, what do you want to do? What do we use? It shotguns, pistols, riot shields? What? I want to challenge you in sniping. I'm sitting here in my head. I sat in my head laughing. I was like, all right. Warzone 2. Shitty for sniping. But what I did was a pretty toxic class, if you will. With what you had available to you, I wanted to use ADS speed. I knew if I could get 2 shots off before he gets one, like if I can aim in quick enough to get that second shot off, he's done. So I got a quick scope build that I used, which was the SPX 80. I then threw fire rounds on, and we were playing on shipment, so I mean close range, you know. So we played on shipment, and so I would just tag the dude every single like spawn point he was getting in, and I tagged him. He got me a few times, but then like after that, that's like the moment where it finally came into place where everybody's like, "Holy shit, dude, you really are good at sniping." Like he is a sniping god. He's what he says he is. I'm like, fuck. I was like, I gotta stand by this now. I'm like, now I gotta like, you know, I gotta keep this going. You know, I gotta uphold what I'm being told. Because if not, then I'm just gonna look like shit, just like I did today. But after that, I mean, there was a few other people that I've almost sniped out of the air. Swag, few other content creators that I'm not familiar with. Like I don't know who they play with. They have like 3K on Twitch. The other one had like 10K. Not familiar with them at all. But I'm sitting here. I'm like, fuck, dude. I would have downed Swag out of the air and got that kill. My career probably would have changed. It probably would have changed. Do you know who you just downed? You're like, yeah, I do. Oh man, it was so crazy because after I got done streaming, I went in and saw that he was still alive, and I re-round where I got him, and his reaction was beautiful. He was like, "Oh my god, dude, they really are trying to get me out of the air right now. Like, come on, bro." And so like he had to hurry and land as fast as he could because he was one shot. I was so mad. I was like, I missed that last 2 shots that definitely may have got him. Oh, it was good times though. But that's basically what made me want to say that, just to dick around with people maybe in proxy and piss somebody off. That was another reason. No, people don't really like when people build an ego, but I mean, if they build an ego and they can back it up, then like, why are you gonna bitch at it? So that was my thought process behind it.
This is true.
Yeah, the days that I do shit, I will not consider myself a sniping god. There was one day where I said I'm not a sniping god anymore. I'm a thermite god. And I threw a thermite and I stuck a dude on the roof. And I was like, point proven. Ernest was there for that too. I was doing so bad with the snipe shots. I was like, Chad, I'm no longer a sniping god. I'm a thermite god now. And so I was just throwing thermites that entire game, and I was sticking people. Even now, I had one guy said he's super cool with those thermites. Yeah, why does everybody fucking run thermites? I'm so sick of people getting kills with thermites. And so that same guy that complained about it, I threw a thermite and stuck him. I'm sitting here, I was like, yeah, I get it. You know why I've run thermites? Because of bitches that run riot shields. Because guess what? You stick that riot shield, they're gone. They're dunzos. They're out.
The other day I was playing with your wife, Relic.
Uh-huh.
And I got a snipe shot that I didn't think I was gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
And then I threw a thermite. And I was like, oh, that's not gonna hit him. And I hit him with it and got the confirm on it. And I go,
yeah,
that's dedicated to Relics right there.
I want to see if I can pull something up. I had a thermite recently, probably about a month ago on Rebirth Island, but I threw the thermite. I was just trying to throw it out the fucking door. I was on top of the tower, the lighthouse tower, trying to overlook prison so I could hurry and run over to prison. But I threw this thermite, and I guess I stuck the dude. I don't know where I stuck him, if it was the shoulder, the arm, the finger, his ankle. But I stuck him, and I was in such shock, and I ended up getting the kill for it. And I just couldn't believe it. This one, let's see, 2 months ago, last month. It definitely had to have been last month. Don't like myself again, maybe? What is... Oh, no, that's where I started saying, oh, yeah, we're hitting shots like that. Yeah.
Just remember, too, he never sniped until, you know, our buddy Raffy and me started sniping. At that time, it was like the HDR and the, oh god, what was that gun that we always used? Can never remember.
So what you're saying is you guys created him.
So okay, here is one moment where, you know, I didn't get any accusations because people who have seen me never hit shots like this a whole lot, and I freaked the fuck out when I got it. So I'll play it for you guys because this shit was insane. And I screamed out because I was playing with Spider, and Spider's dead, but I think Smokey was in the Discord, and he got distracted talking to him. Why are you trying to press me, dude? Again, I don't get why kids aren't learning their lesson. Like, I'm not some fucking schmuck.
We're still trying to remember the name of that gun.
So here's the fun fact. With this sniper, you could wall bang. You still can wall bang. So just me knowing where this guy's running to, I said, fuck it. I'm going to shoot right here and hope for the best. See if I down him. End up getting the down. I started fucking freaking out. I think he got the res too because I lost his ass. Yeah, he did.
How's Fancy doing?
I went after his fucking teammate. Not the guy that got rezzed. I luckiest fucking kill of my life, or downed. God, I love these moments, man.
So the snipe was so good that Owen Wilson showed up on the stream and went,
wow. Wow. So weird playing this? Oh, what's this one? Oh my god! So weird playing this right now? How do I want to... Okay, yeah.
Please
watch
quit
this one.
screaming.
So, yeah. Let's watch this. Playing this right now?
Yeah.
Missed.
Oh my god!
It's alright, Jesse. Thanks for coming back. Though.
Oh,
Appreciate
man.
you.
Oh, I was playing on my Smurf account. I played on my
little
Smurf
bird's
account for
okay.
that. Oh my god, dude. But yeah, man, I've had a lot of good moments. Fuck, hold up, let me see. Let me go all the way down. Let's see if I can Okay, this was my very first clip on Twitch. And I can't view it. Here. Alright, let's watch this. This was a trio kill. The quality of the stream was shit. And here I am, my food's over here. So I didn't have the desk that I have right now, which this is kind of funny. And my food's over there just sitting there. I no fucks given by me.
Setting explosive.
There was 3 people in that heli. Y'all remember the DMR? Oh my god.
Dude, Alex just scared the crap out of me, dude. Like,
Oh, this is... Oh, this is when Spider was at my house. Yeah, Alex came in and I guess scared his ass. Oh, no way, dude. I got some clips by Toad.
I remember this.
I gotta be careful what I show then. I don't want people to figure out who Toad is. At the end of the day, I'm not here to start
Right
drama.
out any Toad.
Oh my god. Alright, let's look at this one. I know one of them was a pretty cool one. This wasn't the throwing knife one that I was telling you guys about. But I threw a throwing knife and I got that confirmation.
No!
Oh.
No way! I threw a fucking throwing knife across the map and downed someone.
Yeah, that's what it was. Hold up. It wasn't this one though. So I tried to get the confirmation on my kill and I might have re-downed him. Hold up. Want to see. I never really fully investigated. Can't even tell the name. Dixie is the name. If I re-down Dixie.
No!
Yeah,
no
I
way!
re-downed him.
I threw a
So
fucking
I
throwing knife
did
across the
hit
map and
him.
downed someone.
Oh my god, that's sick. Fuck, dude, that was so beautiful. I miss those days, man. Warzone 1 was so beautiful. It was such a fun time. It really was. It was a fun time for clips, fun time for getting on playing with your friends, and now it's just it's in a rough spot.
I think
It really
I think
is.
most of my like TikTok clips is a lot of clips from Verdansk. Like if you go all the way to like my first video, there's me using a car 98, I think in one of my videos, stuff like that I did. But yeah, Verdansk, you got a lot. I think we all got good clips from there.
Keep trying. We're gonna keep trying. Okay, so
I didn't
I got some good clips.
Oh, here's the 360 quick scope of the car. This was a pre-lobby, so I know it doesn't really count. But there was something so different about this sniping.
I got it! I got it! Yes! Alright, 360 quick scope. Now we're gonna do a 360 no scope. Gonna keep trying.
This premium Pro Max 4K Slim Air.
Dude, this fucking quality of my stream is horrible.
So we jumped off.
How did you guys fucking stand through that, chat? Like, Jesus Christ, y'all need to fucking say something, man. Like, if I have shit quality in my streams, y'all just need to call me out. Yo, dude, your quality shit. All right, dude. Sorry, I'll work on it and bring out something better.
Come back on the next stream at the very start. Quality shit.
Yeah, no, there was, hold up. I'm trying to find that one throwing knife, but if you guys have any more questions, go ahead and talk. This isn't me time. This is us time.
I'll do that.
Sorry, chat. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about the people in here. I don't want to take the spotlight the entire time. Oh, is this where I said I'm a third? My God.
I stuck him!
No way.
Oh, this is that one thermite kill that I wanted to show you guys. So we are going to show this one. This is when Fancy was talking about hers. This is where I stuck this dude. So there's this guy that's been fighting us on prison right here. And I'm trying to peek because I see fucking two guys like around this area. So I'm trying to peek and figure out where they're at. As you can see, my health is down. I'm trying to like heal up, but I was like, I gotta peek to see where they're at. I just gotta peek it. I said, fuck it. So I threw a thermite right there at that door. So what happened, and now that I noticed it, I want to play it in slow-mo. This fucker ran out as I threw it. So it was bad timing for him. See how slow that is? So I didn't see it until just now, but when I jumped, you can see his head just right here. And it might be hard to see it if you're watching on a phone, but literally his head was right there. I never saw that until just now.
No way.
I didn't
We
even
were fighting
see
these
him.
guys for a
I'm
fat
not
minute,
even
too.
joking. I meant to aim it at this doorway. Oh, he ran in here. No way. There's no shot.
There you go.
No
I
shot.
fucking lost my shit.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that
God.
day
Oh
I
my
said fuck sniping. I'm a
Oh my
thermigod.
yeah.
That's my new title. I'm a thermigod.
Right.
I'm trying to
There,
figure
there's
out.
days where there's days where I can fry with a sniper, and there's days
Oh,
to where like I can't hit my shot worth a damn.
we recreated the quick scope, a 360 quick scope. We recreated it, different location.
Oh my
A
God.
few years later.
I did it.
Few years later.
Oh my-
That just shows you how often I get a 360 quick scope. Both in pre-lobbies, and they're fucking 2 years apart. 3 years apart? Something apart. Oh my God. I hate Windows 11.
His reaction when he lands that 360 shot like he just got a new puppy.
I'm trying to find that fucking knife.
Jesse has a question.
Ooh, let's hear it.
What do you think the next map will be like, and what would you like to see in the new map?
New map is going to be called Area 99. From what I'm hearing, is it's supposed to be almost like a. It's supposed to be like a military, somewhat base type of thing, kind of like an Area 51, if you will. But I think there's a lot of potential to it. As long as the POIs are good and not poopy. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell right now, just because it's not out. I would like to see not the wire, but like an actual grapple hook. I think that would be cool. And you use it kind of like if you were to use Dead Silent or a trophy system, and you only get one use out of it, or maybe 2 uses. But I think it would be cool to have a grapple hook where you're like, fuck, this building doesn't have a wire, but then it gives you a whole different way of playing, and it makes campers think, oh shit, this guy could be coming up. And you can climb up it. You can ascend, down, descend, all that kind of stuff, like you would with an actual grapple hook. The only problem is wherever you're grappling onto, that's as far as you can go. So if you grapple on a building that has a pretty long length, then you could go all the way over, but you can't go circular motion around the building. You can only go where you shot it at. So if you shot it, it hit a window, then you only get that small little box. So your only option is to go up, cut it, pull your shoot, or yeah. So I think that would be cool.
See, I see where you're coming from on the whole grappling hook. I think personally they should have a certain length on it. Like, yeah, I can see, you with like, trying to get up a building, going through a window and everything. But like, say they have tall buildings, like say in like Virginia or hell, even in URZIKSTAN, and the big cities. I don't think it should be. I don't think we should be able to go up to like the tall buildings that high. So if it's like a medium-sized building, to where yeah, I could see that.
I found that throwing knife.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Yeah, you died too. Who the fuck are you? Hold up.
Oh, it wasn't a 360. I just dived down and did a knife. My bad. I lied to you guys.
Jesse just asked me a question.
I lied to you guys. My bad.
Spider, what was the best map in your opinion, and why? Oh. Are we talking multiplayer maps, or are we talking about Warzone maps? That's the best question, because If we're talking multiplayer maps, hands down, Hijacked my favorite map. I think it was just the close quarters that I could play with, including using the Peacekeeper in Black Ops 2.
Actually,
If we're talking about
that's a good question.
If we're talking Warzone, I would have to say hands down Verdansk. It was just the OG map. It was. You could go really much anywhere and drop somewhere, and find something, but it was just more fun, I think. And I think people were just too rushed to see that, and when they were like requesting a new map, they rushed Caldera way too quickly. I think if they took their time with Caldera, it could have been so much better. But Verdansk was one of my was my all-time favorite, and I will hands down play that map till the day I die.
Fancy, Ernest, and Spider.
Yeah.
Favorite Call of Duty multiplayer map. And what made it so good? What made it so good for you guys?
See, that's.
I liked Black Ops 2 Nuketown.
Ooh, that
And
was
it's
a
just
good
because
one.
I loved that map. Like, I knew that map in and out. I knew which walls that you could shoot through, how you shot through them, where you could shoot through it at. Like, I knew how to throw EMPs just right to get rid of guardians or sentries or like.
And she was one of the ones that had the target finder on an LMG.
No.
I'm just teasing. That's a good map, actually. That's like probably one of my top 10.
I agree.
Oh man, if I had to go, I would probably still have to say Black Ops 2 Hijacked. Just because, like, it was just so much fun. The close quarters, like, I knew that map inside and out. I knew where the peaks were. I knew where the head peaks were. I could literally run that map and drop a nuke now if, with the way that I can play. And, I mean, if they were to literally remaster Black Ops 2 and release everything that they released for Black Ops 2, I'd probably kick some butt.
Nice.
What about you, Ernest?
I'm still sort of stuck on Rust, actually. I don't know how everybody else feels about that, but Rust just feels like it had the right things. It wasn't too big a map, it wasn't too small. You still had places where you could sort of manipulate other players and sort of watch corners and whatever. So I thought Rust was a decent map multiplayer. Wait, did I say anything? Yes, I did. Okay.
Fun fact about Rust. If it wasn't for Rust, a lot of the big streamers that we see right now wouldn't have been born, because that's the map where they did a lot of 1v1s. Actually, I feel like that map actually got a lot from that, and it became the 1v1 map. So, like, if you challenge somebody back in the day, that's the map you would more than likely be going against somebody on, which is cool.
Oh,
I mean, that's got a lot. I'm gonna hit you guys with a fact, but I'm gonna answer mine first, and then I'll hit you guys with that fact. But I think my favorite map. Fuck, dude. I would have to say Grind. Hijacked is very close, but Grind. The reason why I like Grind, right? Black Ops 2 was my first online Call of Duty, and Grind was my very first DLC that I bought. So, like, there's already a lot of meaning to me for that being, you know, my first DLC, my first online experience. I was like, fuck yeah. And so it was cool to be playing on a different map than the default maps. And this map just felt like I had it all. Like it wasn't super big. You could find people. It didn't take 12 years to find someone. I dropped a lot of good kills, and I felt like every time we got on that map, we got a guaranteed win. Like we would see that somebody voted for that. I was like, oh shit, they're fucked. And so we would go over there and be on that map. It was a lot of fun. Little fun fact for you guys that play Call of Duty a lot. Did you guys know Rebirth Island is basically the foundation of Call of Duty? And what I mean by that, like every Call of Duty has had Rebirth in it, whether it be a small section or not. So the fact that Rebirth Island itself came out, it was destined to be that. And it started out on Call of Duty's back in the day. Like, you know, you had, I think it was, what was it? It wasn't Black Ops. Black Ops 2, you had the zombie DLC that took you there. But there was also like a little hint to it with something else. Like, I'll have to look it up, but it's cool to know that basically they've had that map. They had the idea to have a map like that. They had it in their head the entire time that they wanted to do that. And then they made one for, what was it? Warzone Mobile. Not Warzone Mobile, sorry. Call of Duty Mobile. And they put Rebirth on there. And they said, hey, let's do that with Warzone. Let's bring that to Warzone. And it became one of the most popular maps.
Yep.
That's crazy because I mean, Black Ops 2, they put Alcatraz in there. You were on Rebirth Island, and that was kind of the foreshadowing of that, because after that they started releasing other stuff that kind of like wasn't hinting towards that, you know, there's going to be a war zone, you're going to be playing on that map, but you played on sections of that map without even knowing you were on that map the entire time. And so they said, fuck it, let's design Rebirth Island, and we'll put it out on Warzone. And so that's when it made its debut, was Warzone. So it's kind of cool to know that.
I have a question. I have a question. But I want to know everybody's answer on this one. What is everybody's favorite zombie map?
Oh no!
Buried for me.
Buried, okay. Good one.
I never got that far. I just went as far as watching everybody else play against zombies and still wonder what game is this? Where can I find
Jesse said transit.
Yeah, chat, what's your guys' favorite zombie map? And also, while we're on the subject of zombies, are you guys looking forward to the new zombies? Round-based zombies is coming back, and I'm going to play the shit out of it too. Okay, so here's a fun fact. I used to be really good at zombies. Like, really, really good. Like, I know life the fuck out of zombies. So fuck multiplayer, and I played more zombies than multiplayer. I got so good that I got me and my team, and I still have pictures. I'll have to find them, but I got us up to round 53 while they all kept dying. Banning, his brother, and somebody else, and his brother. And we started playing at 2 in the afternoon all the way up to 4 in the morning. On one map. And I was destined to keep going. I had a tactic that I used on the map Buried that worked so well. It was crazy. I dominated, and at one point his brother said, "Oh my god, dude, we get it. You're good. Now can you just die so we can go to bed?" I said, "All right, dude. You know what? Fair."
I said, "Screw it." I left the game. I was so tired. I was falling asleep in my chair.
I said, "Fair. All right. If I don't die this round, then we'll end it." And I got to the end of that round. I think I left at 53. I'm gonna see if I can find that picture, but I'm gonna let y'all answer the question of what's your favorite zombie map. Do you have one too, Fancy, or do you not play zombies a
I
whole lot?
like Cold War zombies. The best.
Never really
See,
got to play that.
That was my
I
favorite.
did
It
try
became
it.
trash.
I did try it once, and don't think I really liked it because like it seemed like it was round based, but it was open world all at the same time, and it was just like I just didn't like it. I think that made like the bottom of my list.
I loved that one.
I would have to say for my favorite zombie map, oh, would definitely have to be Kino. Kino is my all-time favorite. I think the only reason why is because I had a strategy because I would only open up certain doors, for a certain minute, to start training the zombie to earn points so, you have enough to hit, your perks, you know, pack and punch, and get and I always made sure I always had like the RPK and like one other gun. And this was back in Black Ops 1. And yeah, that was fun. I got to like round 80 something just by myself. And the only reason why I died was because my batteries in the controller died.
So your batteries were fighting the zombies too.
Okay, so I lied, chat. I lied to you guys. I got to round 48. It took that long. But it looks like it got to 48 and that was it.
You also got to realize that map takes a lot of work because you have to get like all the traps built, you have to get the giant out, you have to get through the witch's house, get all the perks, open up the pack and punch.
But yeah, it looks like it was 48. That was my best. God, that's so crazy. I'm looking at old photos of me, and I had a picture of where my hair was, and it was like just by my shoulder blades, and that's the longest I've ever had it. And I thought, God, dude, my hair was so long, and now it's way longer than that. I keep asking myself when's the day I'm cutting it? Still don't have an answer. Fuck, dude, this is like a time capsule, man.
I have a question.
I got an answer.
Do you? I want everybody's answer. What is your guys' favorite zombie video game?
The Dying Light stuff, except for the second one. I guess Dying Light 1.
Killing floor.
Are you gonna answer, Spider?
Spider doesn't answer.
Sorry, what was the question?
No one.
What is your favorite zombie video game?
Zombie video game. Hands down, sorry to say, Resident Evil series. And I have to say series is because I've never had a problem with any of the Resident Evil games. I always thought they were really good in their own way.
Mine was Dead Island.
Dead Island is a good one. I think the first time I ever played Dead Island was with Relic, and him and me played the first one in Riptide together, the very first time ever playing together, and that's the only time I ever played it was with him. And yeah, that's a good one though.
Here's this is completely random. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but chat. Here's a young me and a young Mrs. Relic.
Hang on a second.
She sat there and all she was doing the entire time, she was awkward when I first met her, and all she would do was poke me. She kept poking me in the face. So I said, I'm gonna take a picture.
Jesse has another question. Yeah, very good question actually.
Meetup, team building thing, and if you could, what would you do as an event, as a group? I've wanted to do that for a while, and I would still love to do that.
I think we've all been.
Oh no, I think I
that.
would do like a cookout. No, we just all get together and just have a cookout.
Well, we were all talking about it last night, while we were all like, just sitting here, talking and everything. And Fancy brought up a good idea. We should all go camping. Find a good spot to go
Fuck,
camping.
even
The
camping,
other one that
I'd
I
be
would
down.
suggest doing is there's a water park, like, hotel type thing. Go spend
Yeah,
4 nights
no.
at a water park?
Like, yeah, like I think that because we were all talking about that, like go camping or something, and all just have fun. You know what I mean?
I think that'd be fun for sure, 100%.
Definitely.
We just had to get
100%,
Ernest and Leanne down here.
Can we do
Right.
some research before we go on these camping trips? It's not one of those. Oh, we left with 8 people, but we're back with 3.
But yeah, I've always wanted to do that. When I joined my first org. Why? Why am I lagging, dude?
I don't
What's been
know.
happening lately?
But yeah, that I think that would be all kind of fun for all of us. I think all of us meeting each other in real life, and
I think that would be fun.
Jesse suggests me. I suggest an airsoft kill house. I'd be so down, so
I
down.
would be down to even go do paintball.
Or paintball, dude. Yeah. See Relic try to do a 360 no scope in that.
Let's see him catch me in real life.
I'm down. Revive me.
Where are you at? I'm falling above you.
Don't do it. Do a backflip.
All right, chat. Am I lagging in the stream? Because it says I'm lagging completely.
You are.
I think it's OBS.
You are.
It hasn't stopped.
Should have said Kilos is a favorite multiplayer.
Glamping is just a glamorous form of camping.
Because Leanne won't do tents. I guess you're sleeping in the car. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Just turn on the car every other hour. You'll keep warm.
Just keep playing with the alarm every half an hour.
All right, I need you to stop fucking freaking out.
I don't
Just
want
relax.
to. I like
Let
freaking
me
out.
stream.
No.
We all
See,
answer that.
there's another place that if everybody can make it to, and the only place that I know where it's in, and it's in Arizona. But it's called the Fun House, and you pretty much got like miniature golf, bumper boats, go karts, video games, but smack down in the middle is a bar. You have to like literally be 21 and older to get in. It's actually a really nice, cool little place.
I think it would be fun to do an escape room with a few of you guys.
That would be so much fun.
Escape room would be
Let's
fun,
do it.
yeah. That would definitely be fun.
No, an escape room.
Why
You
am
know
I
another
lagging,
one,
dude? I
Relic?
don't
You know
get
what,
it.
Relic? You want to know another
Alicia,
one
are
that
you
we
doing
should
something
do?
on the internet? Are you doing something? Downloading something? I'm turning off the Wi-Fi.
Relic, you ready? We'll go on a ghost hunt again.
All right, chat. Let's talk about that ghost hunt. Wait, did we talk about
God. Oh man.
I'm
Man,
dropping a shit ton of frames.
that was a fun night, but man, the cops killed it for us.
Why? Did they tell you there were no ghosts?
Well, no. So we all these. So I'm trying to remember what night it was.
On a Tuesday.
So we all got together. It was Relics and his wife. It was our buddy Raffy and his girl.
Pretty sure
We
got
had, I think we had our buddy Alex with us. It was me and my ex-wife, and there was one more person. And we all decided to go ghost hunting just to kind of, just kind of see and everything. And we were trying to find places that we can go ghost hunting. And there was one place I knew, and it was called the old Indian schools up where we live. And we went up there and everything, and we were just taking pictures, stuff like that. And someone decided to call the cops on us, saying that we were breaking in and everything. And even the cops were laughing about it afterwards. So, yeah.
The cops said, "Why don't you guys go investigate something that is real, UFOs?" I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here. I'm like, sir, you know how long I could be sitting there for and not get anything?
I mean, you guys got nothing.
No, we did. We captured some
Oh,
orbs, a face,
Oh, I'm talking about the
glowing.
I think
There was some
I
fucked
think-
up shit that we captured, bro. Some
I think
very
I actually
fucked up
still
shit.
have I think I still have the pictures from Alex, actually.
I some fucked up shit we captured. Shit that you sit there and you're like, wait, we really got that as evidence? I was like, damn. Fuck it, put me on Ghost Adventures. Let's go. I'll let you know if it's real or not. Now that we're on the subject of spooky ghost shit,
I ain't afraid of no
This-
ghosts.
this is it's still a subject for me where it's like without getting into religion, like I everybody still will ask themselves this, where what happens to us after we die, and so watching Ghost Adventures and shit like that, and how Zach describes how he believes how it is, and I'm sitting there, I was like, huh, yeah, I guess I could see that. I mean, if you die a horrific death and you don't even realize you're dead, I mean, do you even realize you're dead if you're in spirit form, or do you think you're still there? And so, like, to me, that made sense. And anyhow, they investigated a haunted attraction in our state, being what's it called? The factory. What's it called? Spicy. What's it called?
He's not trying to scare you, Leanne. We can still go.
It's some
Okay.
fuck, dude. I can't remember what the name of the factory is, but I didn't know that it was haunted at all, and I didn't think about that. But yeah, workers that used to work there passed away. There was a dude that didn't care for himself or his life, went over the railroad tracks, and I guess you guys can guess where that goes.
Other side.
And then I guess there was a satanic book that down towards the end of the attraction, somebody's in this pit room and he's reading from the book. He never knew it was a satanic book. He had no idea. But I didn't know about any of that. And I didn't know about any of that until after watching Ghost Adventures. And I didn't find out until the night after we left that area. Like, I saw that it was on. I was like, no way, we were just there. When I was in line to get into the factory itself, it felt like somebody pushed me. And there's this dead tree. Hold up. I wonder if I could show you guys pictures so you guys can have a better understanding.
I have plenty
Alicia.
of stories to share.
Alicia, are you in the stream? Okay, well, you suck. I already figured it out. No, you didn't. It's okay though. No, it's okay. Just get out of here. You failed. You let us all down. Well, then be in that one. That's fine. All right. So it's called Fear Factory, but I want to see if I can find like a where I could zoom in and show you guys like satellite imagery.
Hey, Fear Factory. I know where that's at. Hayden, do you? Yeah, I don't. You might be old enough. Do you remember key point?
Yeah, you're lagging, Spider.
Am I lagging?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Do you remember the haunted house key point?
I swear to God, I'm not lying, but you are lagging, and every time I hear you, all I hear is P point.
Rocky Point.
Rocky Point. No.
Oh man, that was a good haunted house.
So this is it over here, Chad. This is called Fear Factory. And not wanting to work with me. But like over here is like where you queue in, right? It doesn't look like on this image that you see it, and so I think it's a fake tree that they put up for Halloween. But you queue up right here, and they make this look pretty cool. And so they put fence up, you know, everything like that to kind of make it look more like a haunted attraction, like an abandoned factory, stuff like that. And so there was an exposed pipe, probably about right here. The tree's like right here. And it felt like somebody pushed me behind. Like I literally fell forward. And my wife looked at me. She's like, "You okay? What happened?" I turned around like I was going to deck somebody because I thought they pushed me. And I had to hold on to the tree. My hand was on the tree and the pipe's up against my stomach. The metal bar from the fence is on my stomach. So I'm sitting here. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I literally thought it was somebody that was behind me that just pushed me. So I turned around and nobody's behind me. No one at all. I'm sitting here. I'm like, okay, cool. Lost my balance. I guess I lost my balance. That's what it is. What it is. I was like, well, whatever. And we went through the attraction. As we're going down these stairs inside, it's dark and you got flashing lights. You know, kind of like any other haunted attraction. Dark spots and then flashing lights. And we're going down these stairs, and then all of a sudden it's like I got pushed into the wall to my left or to my right. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, what the hell was that? And I look at my arm. I got a nice little scratch. Actually, this actually might be the scratch from it. No, I don't think that's from it. No, I don't think it's from it. But I got cut, a little cut, and there was a nail on that same wall. Like the odds of me being pushed into a nail, you know what I mean, out of anything, an exposed nail, is just insane to me. And so after that happened, there's another part. Oh, I should bring this up. I should bring this up so you guys can see. Google Fear Factory. Let's bring up the maps again. That way you guys can get a idea of what I'm trying to say to you guys. So right here, I know it doesn't look like it, but right here, this is a bridge. So down in here, you go through here. So here's the stairs. You're going up, 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 up. And then you'll go in, walk over this little like pathway. And then when you get down here, you're going down the stairs. Boom, got pushed into the nail right there. I was like, cool. And then there's a few more jump scares that you go through here. Then it leads you through this. Then the stairs take you up here. And this right here, it doesn't look like it. but that's a bridge. And this bridge will take you across. And it's a great, you can see everyone below you. You can see everybody walking through, everything like that. There's a bridge right here, and there's metal chains. And one metal chain came up and smacked me in my fucking eye. Like, nobody was up there to make a move like that. The wind wasn't blowing super hard. This one chain just smacked me in my eye, and I was like, ow, what the fuck? I had no idea. After we got done there, I was happy because I hate heights. And I was like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. Go home. It's about 1 a.m. And I saw that Ghost Adventures, they put on a new episode. And that they went over there. And I had no clue that place was actually fucking haunted. Like, I obviously had knowledge of, obviously it's a factory, there's probably death there, you know, but I didn't think of it being like haunted to where like all this shit happened to me. And then like when I got home after watching that episode, I connected every dot where I got shoved almost into a pipe, shoved into a nail, chain smacking me in the eye. I'm sitting there, I was like, dude, holy shit. I was just like, what the fuck? So like after that, I was just like, dude, I don't know if something was telling me to get the fuck out or what. But it was crazy as fuck, man. It was crazy. Oh yeah, shit. The moment where I got dragged out of my bed. Oh fuck, dude. That was fucking wild too. So here we are, years and years later, right? Probably about 3 years.
Really quick.
3 years later, my buddy, I think he still has something that's attached to him, right? And I'm still kind of a skeptic of fucking shit. I really am. I'm still like a skeptic. Like, well, what the fuck happens to us after this? Like, still, what happens to us? I'm getting enough collective evidence to realize that there's obviously something. There's got to be something after this. And one night, the missus and I, we got into an argument. And usually before we go to sleep, we'll resolve whatever argument we had, you know, that way we don't wake up in a bad mood. We're not resenting each other in the morning. We can wake up and just be happy. And so on this particular time, she passed out. She was super tired. I was super tired. I think that's why we argued. And I can't remember what it was over. It was something dumb. But I fell asleep and all of a sudden I just wake up and I feel like something's like pulling me, right? I wake up and I fall onto the ground. And I mean, it's not like I rolled out of bed, fell on the ground. I fell out of bed about 2 feet down and realizing I'm almost by my bathroom door. That was in my apartment at that time. And I sat there, I was like, what the fuck, dude? And so I looked at my wife and I immediately woke her up because I wanted to distract myself from what just happened. So I was like, hey, are we going to fix this? And she looks at me and she's like, yeah, I'm sorry. And I apologized to her too. And probably about a month after this, we had my buddy Rafi, he had his sister come over. She has a kid. And I think at the time he was about 4 or 5. No, 4 or 5. One of them. And we're all playing Rock Band, and you know he's doing his own thing, being a little kid. And he runs out to our living room, and he's just staring at something in our living room, and we have no idea. And he comes back in screaming, like literally screaming. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, what happened? And he's like, I saw something. You know, he's like trying to tell us he saw something. And he's like pointing to our fireplace. And I was like, what'd you see? So I go out there and I literally think maybe there's a dude that broke into our place that we don't know and he's just camping out over there. So I was like, what the fuck did he see? So I go over there and I'm pissed off, right? Like, you're not going to come in and scare this kid to death like that. Like, he's never screamed like that ever. And he would not go out there unless we all went. And so we looked at the fireplace. We didn't see anything. And I was like, okay, that's fucking weird. And I kind of felt like there was an energy there. And I didn't know if I was just tripping or what. But I felt like there was an energy there. And one day, it's headset like this, but it was a Turtle Beach. and the thing is soundproof, literally soundproof. Like you could push a button and it turns the soundproof on, so you can't hear anything outside. So I didn't want to do that, so I kept my headset off. I don't like this. Had it on my shoulder, and I was cooking me up a couple of burritos, and I was just going to go to the room. All of a sudden, I hear my name being called. I was like, "The fuck?" I look over. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, both my roommates are asleep. My wife's out. My wife passed out at like 9. She never stays up past 10. And my roommate worked at 4, so he was asleep about 6 o'clock. And his girl got home at 8 and passed out so she could get up in the morning and take him to work because they worked at the same place. So it would be take him to work, she comes home, and then she goes after that. But I heard her voice call me. And I look over and I see nobody, and I'm sitting there like, oh, fuck. I'm actually hearing shit now. I'm like, put my headset on, put the soundproof on. I'm like, all right, hurry the fuck up, burritos. And so then after that, I went to my room, and like after that, I would not go out of my room. If it's 9 o'clock, that was like the closing hours of my kitchen, right? So it's like grab everything you want because after that it's closed. You stay in the room. But yeah, no, that apartment, I don't know if it was the roommate or if it was the roommate and the house, but that place was fucking haunted and I didn't even know it. Because we heard our chair get slammed down and I opened the door and it's in the fucking hallway facing us like someone was sitting there. And I was like, hey, yo, what the fuck? And my roommate's like, nope, I'm in my room. I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was maintenance. I thought maintenance was using the chair to like fix something because we did call in a work order about our vent or something like that. And so that's what I thought it was. But it was past office hours. Like they went home like 2 hours ago before that happened. Or that happened 2 hours after they left. Sorry. 2 hours after they left. And so my wife's like, that's not it. And I was like, oh, fuck, dude. So yeah, that was fucking wild, man. What about you guys? Do you guys have any ghost experience? Anything creepy?
I actually do. I actually have a couple of them. So this is before I met you, Relic. I was working at a haunted house called fuck, I forgot the name of the place. It's been so long. But the building that we were in was a old insane asylum that burned down. And like, the inside burned. You know what I mean? And I guess to this day they still don't know how it started on fire or anything like that, but a bunch of people died inside the fire.
Yeah.
Some doctors, a bunch of people, including doctors, patients, including. And I was doing a Channel 2 news for this haunted house, and I had to be up super, super early in the morning. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we had to go to the place to get our makeup and everything done and everything like that. And the night before, now mind you, this is all happening all in one day, and this was both times, okay? We got there, we were doing our thing and everything, and all of a sudden, Channel 2 News finally gets there because they were like 10 minutes late. We were already there, ready to go. And we were all sitting in one of the rooms that we called the doll room. Now, if anybody has a fear, now this place that we did the haunted house was based off of fears. It wasn't like, Michael Myers, Scream, stuff like that. This was actually based off your fears, like fear of spiders, fear of fire, stuff like that, And I was dressed up like a clown because there are people out there that have a fear of clowns. Anyways, we were sitting in this one room called the doll room, and I was sitting on the bed that we had in there, and we were in the middle of getting ready to do a take, and all of a sudden, I knew there was no one behind me, and there was literally only one person, like literally right next to me, and he was a good couple feet away. And all of a sudden, I felt the wig that I was wearing rip off my head, and I turned around, and all I see was the wig on the floor. So I was like, "What the crap?" Now fast forward, that was a little scary. Come to find out, it was a ghost in that room, and found out that it was one of the patients that died there. I guess they like to play with hair, so it was a weird thing. So anyways, fast forward to where I'm working that night as one of the cast members, and I'm on my break, and I'm outside of the fenced area, doing my break, and this building is a 3-story building, and no one was allowed on the very top floor because everything was falling apart, stuff like that, stuff like that. And I had a radio on me because I was one of the last rooms of the night and everything. So I had a radio to let people know, hey, this person just went through, just kind of make sure also, helping. And I look up on my break, and in the very top window, there was a figure just standing there. And so I got on the radio to see if anybody was, up there and everything. And now I'm really close to the back door. And if there was somebody back there, like up there, they would have had to run past me. So we all went to go look, and there was no one there. And so, yeah, I saw a ghost standing there. So, yeah.
Dude, that sounds creepy.
Dude, it was creepy.
Oh, that sounds creepy, too, Spider. That really does.
It was creepy because, like, we didn't know, like, no one was up there, like, nothing. And, like, the whole, like, getting the wig pulled off, that was freaky. That kind of scared me. Like, I don't think I ever went into that room ever again.
Can't blame you for that.
I have experienced paranormal activity for years. I feel like it's just drawn to me. So one day, I was, 19, 18, 19, somewhere around in there. And that day, me and my mom had decided to indulge in some broccoli. And I laid down and I took a nap on the couch. Well, that night, me and my mom, neither one of us could sleep. We were up until like 4 o'clock in the morning. And my mom had this little shelf behind her desk where she sat that had little tiny, like, knick-knack jars. And I watched one of these jars come floating off of the shelf close to my mom's head and then just drop to the floor. And I
It
asked
was
my
Dobby,
mom,
the house elf.
I asked my mom, I was like, why did that jar fall off? And she goes, oh, that's just the lady that used to live here. She died in the house.
Oh my god. Oh, what the
okay.
crap. Okay, yeah.
Glad we cleared that up. Just
Like,
Yeah, just don't freak
thanks,
out
Mom.
about it. It's normal.
That's,
I was
yeah,
straight up like,
exactly. My
like,
mom
did
was
you
so
forget to tell me?
nonchalant about it. She casually
just
went over
another
there,
day.
picked it up, and put it on the shelf like nothing was wrong.
The funniest thing is what I would have said fancy is, so when the hell did we get a house elf?
Recently, so me and Sloth have been together for 3 years. When I moved in with him, he had this big stereo in his living room. And it was tuned to a certain radio station. So when it came on, you would think that it would go to the radio station. No. It would randomly turn on and go straight to static.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but because I like the paranormal stuff, so I kind of like watch shows like that, you know. Um, and I also look up like YouTube videos. It's really cool. But ghosts, they can talk through static. So like even if you have like an older, you know, like radio that, you know, you can just go to like a static, you can get words that they're trying to talk to you on it. I didn't know if you guys knew that. Sorry.
But like, so I thought that, it was just the stereo and we removed the stereo. And we weren't having problems with the TVs at this time or nothing. Well, as soon as I removed that stereo, then he started messing with our TVs.
I wonder what
Our
channel is on.
TVs will randomly go to home, and they're smart TVs. They're the ones that have all the apps and all that where you can go watch your shows and stream. Or they'll completely turn off. Or the sound will go all the way up or all the way down.
Uh,
I've experienced doors slamming in my face. Like, I've
I
seen
think
some
that
people.
one would be a little scary.
Yeah. I've seen people turn into completely different people, like completely out of character,
Almost possessed.
almost like they were possessed. Yeah.
Speaking of possession, I do want to talk about some weird ass shit. They say a lot of serial killers experience that kind of shit, and I don't know. I don't know if they get possessed and that's what causes them to do their fucking shit. But what's crazy, and I guess we'll talk about it a little bit more on mental health. But like, it's kind of weird that like people will fantasize over that. Like, I don't know if you guys know who Wade Wilson is or what he just did, but the shit that he's done is kind of fucked up, and the things that he's admitted to doing is kind of really fucked up. But he was talking about how he hears voices too and stuff like that, and like everybody who has done like some sort of like mass like murder type of thing has said the same thing. So it's kind of fucking scary and creepy at the same time.
Yeah.
But all these women, and it's on TikTok too. Like I'm seeing the court cases for Wade Wilson, and all these women are fantasizing over him, and he's a women serial killer. He only goes out to women, and all these women are fantasizing over him, and I just can't wrap my mind around it. Like why? That's fucking scary and disgusting. Like what?
It's
People
Just
did the
pulling
same
a
thing with Jeffrey
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Dahmer. People did the same
There
thing
we
with
go.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
yeah, it was the same thing with Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, but the
Like, have you guys ever seen somebody's eyes just go completely black? Like their pupil takes up their entire eye.
no, but I've heard of people seeing it.
I have. The night I almost lost my life.
Oh wow.
I'm just
That's
a
scary.
man.
And I was warned by this guy that he said that he had something attached to him that was not good. So I don't know if he was possessed that night or if that was just really him.
Yeah, that shit's scary for sure. It also leaves you guessing too.
It does. Like, it makes you question, like, was I seeing things right? But, like, I have video proof of what his eyes looked like at the time. There was
That's
no
crazy.
oris around his pupil. Like, they were straight black.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's creepy. What about you, Ernest?
Me, honestly, I mean, I haven't encountered anything close to that where somebody's pupils look like they watch TV and their brain literally rotted away. I have a problem with that actually because I think in a situation like that, because I tend to, time to time, I will not take things seriously. So if it happened, and like if it happened like in Fancy's case where the guy says, I got something attached to me that's not good, I would have said something dumb like, is it cancer? Or I don't, like, I just wouldn't take it seriously. I
Yeah.
would try, and like,
I didn't
in the
take it
back of my
seriously
mind, I'm
either.
dealing with it.
And like you don't think that way though, because like for anybody, and for anybody, you don't think that, when they say, hey, I come with with baggage, you think, okay, you come with what? Is it mental, is it some type of mental illness? Is it, anything, you know what I mean? But then when it's something like, with Fancy, you know what I mean? That you don't know that, you know what I mean? You don't know what kind of baggage it's gonna be. You just kind of take that leap of faith on someone.
Yeah. So that would honestly be my problem. It's not that I don't acknowledge that things like this exist. Because obviously they do. They've made enough movies. I mean, they make movies about everything else that you've seen, and as it turns out, after the movie, other people are like, "Oh yeah, I saw it in the movie. I'll do it." And it's come from somewhere. They didn't just think it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, it's fucking weird because when they did the Poltergeist movie, the remake, they've had people that have had shit happen to them, and to where the actors said they won't come back to do another one because of the shit that they've seen. And even during the Conjuring movies, the actors consistently keep reporting that shit's happened. Like a young girl that was her role was to act like she got possessed, and all of a sudden she woke up with bruises on her stomach and her wrist and everything like that, and out of nowhere. And so yeah, that shit's kind of like fucking wild. I mean, I think my old apartment before I got to this place, I think that place might have been slightly haunted just because I saw apparitions. I've seen shit. My cat got chased by something, and so I went out there and I laid the ground rules. I went out there. I yelled, "You're not gonna intimidate my animals. You're not gonna push anyone around." And then I said, "Hey, you're gonna knock something off. You're cleaning it fucking up." I stuck some fucking ground rules. You make a mess, you clean up after yourself. Don't make me go get the priest.
Start making noise in the kitchen. If you're not making coffee, get out of there.
Just come home, and the fucking ghost is cooking some steak. Yeah, make sure it's medium for me. Make sure this is well done, asshole. I said medium.
I'm freaking, I can see Rel like talking to a ghost. I should over easy.
Anger management reference.
Now, why did I do that? Because I wouldn't spoon with you?
I told you, it won't work out. I have a pillow.
To change subjects here, it's back to something we were saying about fires and stuff. Did you guys know that there is a town here in the United States that has been on fire for 60 years? And it
Yes,
will
I did.
continue to burn for 250 years. I didn't know that, and I found out
I never knew that.
almost a year ago, like maybe 6 months ago. But it's called Centrilla, and it's in Pennsylvania. There was a fire that spread in this town. They would always, every year, they would go out and they would burn all the garbage in their town. And that's what they would do. One day, the fire spread to a mining area, and it got inside the mine, and then it spread to the oil that was leaked in there because there was an oil mine. And so it leaked on, the fire got on part of some of the leakage that went out of there. and it spread all the way through, and they made tunnels and routes and all this stuff, and all that stuff is on fire. And so it just lit up the place. So underneath the ground, it's been burning for 60 years already. And it's going to burn for another 250 years. They had to pay all the residents that lived there so they could leave because it was releasing toxic fumes. So they all had to completely move out of there. There was a route that went that way, like throughout the town, like it went on the backside of it. So if you wanted to go to the town, you could. They blocked it off with a bunch of dirt piles, like multiple dirt piles throughout the entire highway. The highway's blocked off by roadblocks, everything like that. But yeah, for 250 more years, it's going to be burning, which is fucking crazy to think.
Did you know that
Is
there's
that
a
a
whole
campsite?
town underwater too? Here in the U.S.
No, it's not a campsite. But what was that, Nancy?
Did you know that there's a whole town underwater too?
No.
Yeah, there was a dam that had a leak that eventually busted the entire dam, and there's a whole city underwater.
What?
Oh
Wow.
my!
Let me see if I can pull it up.
That's
Thank you,
crazy.
CNN. Did you cover that?
That's just crazy. You know, you think to yourself that, you know, it's going to be a normal day, and then all of a sudden that shit happens.
$60. It's like a land edition BP. Yeah. I mean, shout out to BP, but yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Has anybody watched the TV show The Boys?
I'm gonna wait for all of season 4 to come out before I watch it. I don't want to do the whole, oh yeah, I can't wait for next Thursday. No, fuck that.
I'm doing that
I will
every fucking week. But
Nah,
what
dude.
made me want to watch this new episode is Cody Rhodes did a promo on it, and WWE advertised The Boys, and I'm like, wait, Cody Rhodes is going to be in it? Is he actually in the show now? And I'm like, God damn it! Now I'm watching this week. So like, if it's not out tonight, that's my plan. After the podcast, I'm gonna go watch The Boys. But if it's not out, I'm gonna be so pissed that I have to wait until tomorrow. And what's shitty is the wife closes tomorrow, so I gotta wait even longer if she does work. Or no, I mean if it is out. I gotta look at that. I gotta actually download Prime right now. Let's see if it's out. I don't want to get. I'm already super excited to watch it. The show's just getting better and better every fucking day. I actually think they're not gonna go on too long with it. I think it's gonna go to season 5 and that's it. I just don't see how they can keep the story going. Like when I watched season 1, I was like, okay, I this could go on for a while. But now I'm watching it, I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't know how much longer they can keep going. Like at some point, there's got to be an end to it. I just don't think that's one of those shows that reaches 10 seasons. And if it does, I'll be in shock. But the wife's been into it. I've been into it. Oh, I hope it's out. I really do.
Got to the end of season 3. I just haven't been able to start season 4.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah, it's just Cody Rhodes promo on it. Because he always comes up dressed up almost like a Homelander type of thing. And I don't know. I think it's just for the 4th. I don't think he's in it.
Hang on a second.
There's something else I wanted to bring up for like the mental health type of thing. It was last week when we talked about how I deal with hate, and I was talking about other content creators, and other content creators fish for it. And I'm not trying to say that they intentionally do it, but in a sense, they do. And it's some of these women that I follow. I see them post their clips on TikTok, and it's always some dude telling them to get back into the kitchen. And then they talk shit back to them, and then they say something about, they're a dishwasher or they're a woman, they shouldn't be doing something like that. They do clap back, which is what I love to watch, but every time they post it, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I guarantee that dude follows you, and he obviously knew you were live and wanted to try to be in your video, regardless if it's fucked up or not. But like, that kind of shit is weird because, I mean, you're doing it for content because that's what you're doing, but at the same time, it's like, you're feeding into that to where, like, people are going to consistently keep doing that. I mean, if they already know that's what they're getting into, then that's great. But if you don't expect that, then, you gotta realize what you're feeding into. And this is where I bring up Nadia. Like, she gets a lot of fucked up shit that shouldn't be said to her, but she fed into it over and over and over, but didn't expect any of that hate to continue, if that makes sense. But I'm sitting here, I'm like, you got to realize what you just did. You literally fed into like everything that, people have an opinion about you about. If you're going to feed into that, you got to expect the worst coming out of it for sure. Sure.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Relic, I just want you to know today is the 2-year anniversary of me having my logo for streaming.
Oh shit, for real?
For real. The one that Psycho made for me.
That's wild. That means it's been 2 years for me too then.
Right? Shout out to, Psycho. I know he's doing like a tattoo or whatever thing now, but he used to be a gaming buddy of ours.
Shout out to him for sure. He
made our logos for us.
I want to eventually get me a new stream overlay, but I want it fully customized. I just don't know where to go for that or who to find who can do that. And it's got to be somebody I can trust and not think they're scamming me. Like, I need to see the work done and all that, and then I will consider giving them money.
See, that's one thing that I liked about Psycho is that he did the work before he asked to get paid.
Yeah, and he would show you.
And he would show me. He would send 2 copies, with, saying samples, and every time they looked good. I think he sent me like 3 different pictures of what he did, and the one that I picked out I thought was the best looking one. The other ones weren't so bad either, but this one I really liked, so.
You know what's shitty? And it's sad to say, but like, I want to say about 85% of our old esport team do not stream anymore.
Right? I think the only ones that I've seen that really stream on anymore are Grit and yeah.
That's
I think Grit. Yeah, Grit and I think there's one more. Oh, and Sin. That's like the only 2 I ever see stream anymore. I know that a bunch of them just kind of just was done after what's his name left.
Yeah, when General left, dude, it fell apart so fast. That was my favorite org to be a part of, man. It really was.
Yeah, it
so
really
cool.
was. It was.
And then what Jesse said, do you guys ever want to do a meetup? I would love to, and that's what made me want to do it is that was their plan. They wanted us to all meet up eventually. Like we were talking about flights, we were talking about where we can meet up.
And they were even saying like, you know, if you can't meet, like, if you have at least, you know, like whatever, we'll try to pitch in to get you out here. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like that was the cool thing about it, you know. Or they were like, well, this guy's driving from this state, you know, he's got to pass through here. You know, if he can make it here, you know, he can pick you up here, you know, or whatnot. You know, that was the cool thing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely a good community that we were in when we were in with them.
For sure, man. And I think that's what makes Warzone 1 so beautiful at that time is when we did customs. That was fun.
Remember the tourney that we did with them?
Yeah, that was my first tournament I won.
Yeah, first tourney that we won together, dude. It was awesome. I did another tourney with
2.0?
What's that?
I said, why not start up a 2.0?
Just because, so this community that we were in, it was a veteran kind of thing. We had like active members and veterans that were part of, you know, the Marines and stuff like that. And there were certain people that they would allow in, like me and Relic, you know, we were just there as supporters.
Right.
You know, but you know, they would come in and support
Technically,
us
we shouldn't have even been
and,
in that esport team, but they allowed us to be in there.
yeah.
Because it was only meant for veterans. That was it.
Oh wow.
So it was yeah, and so it was kind of cool that we were allowed in, and you know, and they would always come into our streams and you know help us out and share us out, and they were really cool. And so that's kind of why we kind of really don't really do a 2.0, just because like we really can't start something like that again, you know. I mean, if me and
I would love to start an esport team, but I mean, I would have to get a decent group to start out with to where we can have all of us trying to recruit people in and stuff like that. I would love to do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. But it comes down to all of us being serious about it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down to do it. It would just take a lot of commitment, and that's including like also getting a website build, you know, a Discord, you know, on all these other things that you know you would want to build for just this esport team, and you know, it's like you also have to work with everybody's schedule because not everybody can just change their schedule from work, you know. So that's the only problem, you know what I mean? And is that right there is because me, there's days to where yeah, I'm off at 2:30 in the afternoon. I can make it home and get on and play until whenever. But then there's days to where I don't get off until you know 7, 8 o'clock at night, and I'm not home until 10. And by the time I get home, I just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
So it's just hard, you know. And I mean, like Rel said, I mean, if everybody was down, I'd be 100% down.
I'm down.
Oh, all right, it's starting. Nancy's down. No, I'm being serious. I think it would be cool to start up a little esport team between us and see if we can like get it growing. Like I'd be down for that.
So that town that I was telling you about that's underwater,
Uh-huh.
it's called Jordan Lake.
Okay.
The town was called New Hope Valley, but it's now Jordan Lake. And with recent drought, you can now go see the remnants of that ghost town that's been underwater.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
Another Venice.
that's kind of cool. Did you know there's an island called Snake Island?
Yep.
And
I
it
knew
is
about the
covered with
snake.
nothing but snakes, and no one can set foot on it without getting bit by a poisonous snake.
Well, what if you have a snake attached to you?
What if you are a snake?
And
I mean,
that's
right?
I mean, Fiji has an island called Snake Island. There's everything but.
Oh, let's see. I was trying to think of a question.
Oh man, it's crazy. Some of these places. I mean, there's an island I can't remember the name of it, but they are aware that we're living in like the future, but to them they're still using stone and axe and stuff like that, like stone sticks and whatever they find. That's what they're using.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to go to that island because if you go to that island, you're more than likely never to come back.
Meat.
I think they'll end up cooking you up, from what I've heard. People won't even take you close to there. They were gonna send a care package to them, with like water, food, stuff like that, clothes. And they saw it drop out of the plane and they grabbed stuff to light their arrows on fire and they would hit it and they sunk it. They want no part of us.
Oh wow.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, that's
Wow,
a
look who's watching the stream that I haven't seen in here in a minute. Hello, Sharon.
they oh my god, what was I gonna say? It's gone.
Sorry, my bad, dude.
Ooh, come back.
I kind of respect their community, like for us, we're always sitting here thinking of what's the next technology that's going to come out, the next new advanced technology that's going to be cool. And here these guys are, no TV, no electronics, living the best life, what they feel like is the best life. And here we are, wanting shit more and more. And I mean, I wonder what their criminal like records are there versus ours. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but aren't those like people that are like cannibals? Like question mark on that? Because like I mean they would have to be living there still. They would of course they would have to reproduce, but like that small of an island, there's not really a whole lot of area unless you're eating fish every day.
Probably are. Whatever wildlife's there.
Or someone in the water that looks like fish.
Yeah. I was just, question mark, on that, like.
Yeah, it's the Northern Sentinel Island is what it's called. North Sentinel Island. But
Okay,
I mean,
I got a question. Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
No, go ahead.
If you can visit anywhere in the entire world, where would it be?
The pyramids in Egypt.
Yeah, I gotta think of another one.
That's a good one, actually.
I'm sorry. I want to go explore Egypt. I want to learn about their ways more. I want to see it in person.
I see what you're talking about. Okay.
I would say for me, Hawaii. But if we're not talking about like this trip to another state, then I would say Auschwitz. Just to see the history and just why it's more important to care for each other after all the shit that's happened. I don't think we should really have to go through history again. I think we should learn from our mistakes already and better ourselves. Population on that island is 35 to 400 people.
Oh wow. If I had to visit anywhere in the world, I would want to visit Australia. I think Australia would be. I just kind of like I want to go because like I see videos of people doing like these things where they go through like the actual jungle and they see actual lions and stuff like that, and I want to do that. And I know they have stuff in Australia, and because you see kangaroos, you see all this, and I want to be able to go do that. And also, damn it, I'm gonna find Nemo.
Sherman.
I will find him.
Look, honestly, I want to go nowhere near an ocean
Why?
I don't blame you on that.
because we not explored a whole lot. Like we've explored maybe like what was it, 25% of the ocean. We don't know what species still live there, and the fact is they're finding evidence of a massive shark, whether it's the megalodon or just a massive shark. They found a great white that's already 35 feet long, and I'm like, holy fuck, that's huge for a shark. And I mean, that's fucking massive. But then they found a fucking blue whale, and those are the biggest animals that we have that we know of right now. It was eaten in half, one bite in half, meaning that there's something down there that is bigger than that. And so, like, I don't know what the fuck's down there, and scientists have already said that there's obviously a good chance that there's probably an octopus down there that's 75 feet long, easy. I'm like, dude, if we're talking the motherfucking Kraken, I know, I'm okay. You're talking that the Kraken exists, the Kraken could be down there. We're talking megalodons. Fuck that, dude. Who knows? Maybe Nessie's down there. Who fucking knows? I don't want to know.
Hey, Relic.
Yo.
All we'll need is a pirate ship, dude. We took out multiple megalodons. We took out one Kraken.
I knew this is where it would head. I just knew it. It's just like, well, we have some experience hunting megs. We caught a red one on Wednesday.
Next week we go after the purple one. No, I see your point though in the ocean, and like, see, I've been in the ocean before, but like, I didn't go out very far because I do have that fear. Like, I don't want to go out and there's like a bull shark or a tiger shark or something like that close to the beach.
Yeah.
And
like if I'm at shoreline, then that's okay. But if I'm like 10 miles off shoreline, any further out than that, no, I'm okay. Like even a cruise ship, I'm sorry, I wouldn't want to do that either. I would definitely not want to do that. And here's the other scary fucking thing. I don't know if you guys have looked at cruise ships, but even the cruise ships still don't have enough fucking rafts for everybody aboard. So, I mean, you hit a nice little ice cube out there again, and it tears it up. I mean...
Another Titanic on your hands.
Yeah, it's going to be fucked. So, I'm like, there's that. So, I'm like, nah, I'm okay. Like, there's a lot of shit. I mean, that I don't want to, why would I want to be stranded in the middle of the ocean, Like, fuck, that would be awful.
That would be awful, right?
Fucking have to sit there and you have to wait for people to find you guys and get your right coordinates and look around.
Right coordinates? Who gives them the right coordinates?
Another crazy thing, I don't know if you guys know, but the Titanic only has about 25 more years and then it's going to be completely gone.
Yeah, I knew.
Again.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Like, they originally wanted to try bringing it up to shore, but it just would completely get destroyed.
Dude, it would just disintegrate. It's been sitting in that water for so long that, including with like salt, like that salt water is eaten through, the wood and the metal already. They try to pull it out, it's just gonna disintegrate.
Yep. Yeah, and now
what happened to the city of Atlantis?
You know, I always wondered if that was just a myth.
I don't think it's a myth.
You
know,
have
because like
to wonder if enough people have talked about it. How is it not real?
Well,
Yeah.
look at all the books out there that go off like say, oh, Treasure Island and stuff like that. I mean,
What about the City of Gold?
that I actually believe in. All right, I will find it one day.
Okay, if the City of Gold is real, why can't Atlantis be real?
I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that Atlantis is not real. I would love to see a freaking city underwater, that was
Who
way
says
back
that
in
Atlantis is underwater?
Okay, my mind is being blown right now. It's only
Okay,
Thursday.
Fancy, you really can't do this to me right now, girl. Like, my brain does not want to work.
Okay, so in the
days.
legend, Atlantis got covered by water. That doesn't mean that there's water still covering it.
Okay, good point. Yes, okay. I see where you're coming on that.
All right, if we're gonna talk
Okay.
about conspiracies here, here's another conspiracy for you guys, and you guys can look it up, and this map actually makes sense. But it's the world map where you will see our continents that we're familiar with. Then you got the ice wall, and beyond that ice wall, there are creatures, race, and different species that are more advanced than we are. And some of us consider that's what our UFOs are. That's why we see UFOs is because of those other places. There's been leaked images, and obviously nobody can say that they're 100% real. You can easily always say that's photoshopped or it's deep fake or something like that. But let's just say maybe it isn't. Maybe it is real, and they're actually taking leaked images. But beyond the ice wall, if you look at the map, it shows Atlantis. It shows all these other places. It shows Asgard. It shows everything. It shows everything that's beyond the wall, and there's a theory that beyond that wall, beyond that ice wall, that there might be dinosaurs that live around there. I was like, dude, that's fucking wild. Dude. Think about that. Think about that. And we're trying to bring back extinct animals. So like, if that is true, like, what else is like beyond that we don't know of? Maybe that's where all the fucking lost legends are, is beyond that ice wall. Because we used to not have any government over there. And now, if you're a commercial airline or you're a pilot, you are not, by every country in this world, are not allowed to go over there. Every country is on the same page with that. You are not allowed to go over there. So it opens up the door to a few more, like, what's the world hiding then? There is something that has to be either at Antarctica or after it. That they don't want to see.
I see your point, and the way that I'm thinking of it is, you've guys seen Men in Black. What was it? Men in Black 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, the part where they're trying to get Agent K's memory back, and they visit I think it was like a train station or whatever, and they open up the locker and it's a whole different world than the
Oh yeah, just a whole bunch of aliens running that whole section.
Think about it, okay? The way that Relic just explained that's just a scene that pops in my mind. Like what would just think we're just stuck in this locker. You know what I mean?
We very well could be. Like,
right?
I mean,
and like the
know.
UFOs that we catch are just like people peeking through like the little locker holes or something.
Like, I don't remember learning how we got all this technology of how we use strategy to win wars and came up with new war items like rockets and missiles and automatic weapons. Like 1 minute we went from swords and arrows
Okay,
to guns.
you want to know what I want to know? How did the Indians came? No one. Okay, the reason why.
All right,
the
if you
reason
guys look
why
at
I'm
my
saying
stream, if you guys look at my stream, here's that picture I was telling you guys about. So right here is where we would be, right? So let's just say this is a true map. Like this is true. Obviously we can't say that and it's not. But
Yeah, Google
here
Maps.
we are. Here's America. Here's South America. Here's Africa, Europe. And then you got Australia right there. And here's the first ice wall where you got all these other stuff. All these little islands and stuff, I would say. And then you got, I
Your
think.
big head's in the way.
Oh.
You got the
But
island of Relic over there.
yeah, the
Yeah,
island of Relic is right here. You got Asgard over here in this whole area. I think Antarctica, when I looked at this last, was like over here.
Okay,
But
so
there,
is this map like based on if the world was flat?
that now I don't even know.
Like,
Would it
Like
be
I
square?
and the map, the world is Minecraft. If you guys didn't know that, well, now you do. You're welcome. It's Minecraft, everyone.
the world
World
map is a Minecraft.
I'm trying to
We all
zoom
gotta
into this
be
map, and it's
creative.
not zooming in.
Relic, I still can't
see
find
that.
a village.
Like-
I'm trying to zoom in, but it does not let me zoom in.
we were just talking conspiracy theories.
Yeah, we getting canceled. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Like, just imagine that. Imagine this being actually fucking real.
That wow, what? Wait, but
I mean, think about it though.
Imagine if this actually was real, you know? There's Eden, which we've heard shit about too.
Terra Nova, Eden.
Anubis.
West Olympia. Asgard. Oh, wow. Okay, you know what? Now I'm gonna lay in bed thinking about this the entire time.
Yes.
Like, think about it. Where's fucking, where is it?
Good Narnia.
yeah, right. Where's Narnia?
Right next to Narnia.
But they're saying that there's these little holes right here. And one of them's called the Serpent's Gate, and that's where they are all saying that there's a giant fucking snake-like monster. They call it the Leviathan, maybe, lives around this area.
Think of it this way: the doorway is the Bermuda Triangle.
Like, just imagine if this shit was real. Like, how fucking wild this would be.
It would be kind of wild. Is that where centaurs came from?
Shangri-La.
Where's Atlantis, dude? I saw Atlantis last time.
Think about it. How did we come up with vampires? How did we come up with Frankenstein and, all this kind of stuff? Maybe there's a different, thing.
Well, there's more to this theory. There's more to this theory that's kind of fucked up.
Okay.
Like,
But you
okay,
see
so
how
have you heard about the
have you
map?
seen the outside border? Have you seen this outside border? And then you see the inside border, then the inside border where we're at?
Mhm.
Apparently, we are owned by these guys, which are
Yeah.
then in return owned by the people that are out here that are above them.
You guys
But
in the
that's
bank?
Are you
that's the
talking
theory
like the
entirely.
Anunnaki type deal.
I think so.
Yeah, I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back.
But yeah, it's just fucking crazy, man. Like,
Alright,
Like
so
I
have
don't
you
think
guys
that
ever
shit's
looked
real,
at,
but
like,
I'm just saying if it is, that's
really
fucking
old
wild.
maps?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how would the people who made those maps know that Antarctica was there if the dates of when Antarctica was actually founded is different than the map? And the map's an earlier date, like before the time that it was found.
No, I'm not sleeping at all tonight. I'm just gonna be thinking about shit.
My best bet: cut and paste.
Cut and paste.
Way before
Spicy
cut
said
and
there are
paste.
so many things that we don't know, I'm sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
For
Well,
sure.
that's
There
the
are
thing.
so
I
many
mean,
things we don't know.
if they were to come out and tell all of us all this shit, I mean, do you know how many riots would be going on? Chaos.
I mean, yeah, of course.
We want to know the answers.
Are we ever gonna get those answers? Probably not until we end this life in reality as we know it.
We just need somebody to just show up at the White House in the middle of everybody, in the middle of
Oh,
some
my
bloody
camera!
meeting.
I turned it off because Nancy couldn't see the
And he
map.
just goes, all of
I
it's
was
real,
in the way.
and then he just
I will
says
say
you.
that I was in the way of the map.
You were.
I think we're gonna get ready to end the podcast. I'm gonna go and lay down and hang out with the wife. But I want to know what your guys' song of the week is.
What did I listen to?
My song of the week.
What did I listen to?
God, what's the song of the week for me? What have I been listening to?
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
I think Spiders by System of a Down. That's what I've been going to a lot.
Ah,
That'd be my song of the week. Been on a System of a Down lately. Spider, what's your song of the week? We're gonna get ready to end the stream or the podcast.
My what?
Song of the week.
Song of the week. Ooh, right now I am not gonna lie, it's a very old song and it's a country song, but I have been listening to Broken Heartsville.
whoa.
Yeah. So I've been listening to that one.
What was I? Oh, I was listening to Prior River by Alter Bridge.
Okay.
Okay.
Worms by Ash Nico.
These are all songs I've never heard. I love
The
it.
more
I love
you
it.
know.
Exactly.
I love Ash Nico.
Um,
Just saying.
before we end it, what you guys going on in your life? Anything new, exciting coming up?
Not really. Just know that I'm going to be working a lot more hours. I still will have the same days off. Just working some more hours due to I'm going to be a promotion here soon.
Nice.
Hell,
Well, I'm still in the I don't know if I'm gonna get a promotion at work. They finally, lady finally retired, but now there's a lot of other stuff coming up apparently, where it's holding off the process of me getting the job.
Oh, that's annoying.
Right?
And I do want to say I feel like that happens all the time when somebody, that's in the position for a few years or maybe even years on end. Every time that they leave, it's always like a sudden change where they're doing something different with that area or something like that, and it just makes it harder to get that job.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, dude, what the fuck? Like, they were in it for this many years. Let's let me fucking have it, and we'll work around the changes as we go.
Hey, just give me the title. It's either that or the company forgot that someone was actually leaving and somebody had to fill in their seat.
Yeah.
It's like Jerry's going. Oh wait, Jerry's going.
Yeah, it's fucking. I hate that. Ernest, what about you, good sir?
Wait, is that is that me?
Yeah, did I already say about
what's what did he?
Yeah.
Ernest did?
Oh, I thought you said spider.
No. Ernest.
Oh, okay. Well, this
If I did say spider, that's my fucking bad. I'm fucking tired.
I knew it. I had a feeling. Well, this weekend, little niece is gonna go get baptized, and after that, we're just gonna clap our hands and then all jump in the same room and go play some COD Mobile and be called sweat for being better than all the other teams. Every 1 out of 10 games. And the other 9 teams saying, what? But nothing too exciting going on this weekend. Same old, same old.
Gotcha.
What about you, Relic?
I don't think I got anything really. Just streaming and trying to be better about editing. Trying to be way better about that. Actually, no, I lied. I got a concert I'm going to next month on the 22nd. I'm going to go see Rob Zombie and Alice Cooper.
I'm excited for that.
The 26th of this month, I think. I'm going to go see Deadpool and Wolverine.
I'm definitely seeing that. I actually got to buy tickets this check too. For that.
And then I think that's it, really.
I haven't been to a concert.
Oh,
since I was
cookout this
18.
Sunday. I'm having a cookout this Sunday, so I won't be live this Sunday.
Full stuff.
I hope you have a good day on Sunday having that cookout.
Right?
Yeah,
I
I
hope
hope
you
so
enjoy
too.
your
I
cookout.
think it's gonna be good. I mean, it's gonna be good company, but I hope the food's good. We'll find out.
What are you guys eating? Do you guys know?
What?
Do you know what you guys are eating?
Not yet. Probably just hot dogs, burgers, maybe some chicken.
I might be down there Sunday, so no, I'm just kidding. I don't even know where the new place is yet. But yeah, I do. Never mind.
Motherfucker, you were just down here.
I know, dude. I was just thinking you were like the last time that I was down there, we were at the old place. And I was like, no, wait a minute, we were at the new place.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were. Fuck, dude. I got my chair in here, so I mean, you can pop a squad in here if you like, and I'll try to get the GTA shit fucking installed as fast as I can.
Hey, you know what's gonna be really cool?
Huh?
Is if I come down the night of the 20th, we're gonna be doing the podcast together in the same area.
Yeah, that'll be
that
cool
Wednesday.
for sure.
That'll be kind of cool. So.
Yeah, that'd be way cool.
It'd be just down the street. Welcome back to the podcast. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could even just sit like I could even come and just sit like right next to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what would be really cool is if we all got together and did the podcast together.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
kind
no,
of cool.
I would love to fucking do that. That's the future of my podcast. What I would love to do instead of doing it through Discord.
I think that'd be kind of cool. Like, you know, like for the podcast, or like, you know, at one point to where we're all like live and on the same like streaming and where everybody can see us and hear us and you know.
That'd be way cool. I would love that so fucking much.
But yeah, no, definitely. I think that'd be kind of a cool little podcast, getting to know each other, sitting there kind of laughing, you know.
Absolutely, 100%.
Gonna turn into a
I
barbecue
think
thing, isn't
I,
it?
I think I think that at that point, we do like a dinner with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
We could do kind of like how Hot Ones does theirs. We could
Yeah,
get
do
some
like
hot
a
wings.
wings. Yeah, get some hot wings and just kind of do different questions. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, definitely.
I think it would be cool just to get together and play like Cards Against Humanities together on a
Oh,
podcast
absolutely.
live stream. That would be
Oh,
freaking
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. I mean,
100%.
we would definitely. The only thing is we would definitely at that point because we all know how Cards Against Humanity is. If you've ever played it, we would have to
Yes.
literally make sure everybody knows that it is an 18 and older game.
yeah.
I probably only stream that on Twitch and Kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like that right there is like, even though it would be funny to see what
It'd be cool if they did a
people in the
virtual
chat
one,
would-
a virtual Cards Against Humanity. Like in the meantime, we could just fucking do something like that. Like that would be a lot of fun.
That
Be a
would
lot of
be.
fun to just sit there and laugh. Like, get the fuck out of here,
That I
Spider.
have to see.
Bye, Spider.
Not even a bye. See you guys later. It's just fucking deuces.
He just said fuck off.
He's like, all right, I'm out of this bitch. I said my piece of cues. I'm out.
Yeah, I want to see me fall asleep on my Discord.
You guys want to see a magic trick? It only worked. It only worked with me doing it. Oh shit! Welcome back, Spider.
I don't know what happened. Man. They shut up.
Read a 500 word essay. Why did you leave?
Oh shit!
What can you
Like
just
my
say on
entire
why you
Xbox
left?
just completely shut itself off, dude.
Oh my goodness.
That was weird. Like I was like, yeah, fuck.
Xbox just staring at the clock like,
Right?
Alrighty, y'all. Well, I think that does it for this episode. I appreciate
Yeah.
everybody stopping in, hanging out with us. The
Thanks
next
for having
podcast we'll
me.
do will be mental health. And I want to say, of course, Fancy. I want to say thank you to both you and Ernest for being guests on here again. I love having you guys on here. I don't give a shit if it's just one day we're just sitting here just shit talking on fucking Call of Duty for like 8 hours. I'm totally okay with that, But I just have fun just talking to you guys in general, just about shit. I think we had a lot of good discussions today. It was a lot of fun.
Definitely.
It was.
This is the first episode that's almost hit 3 fucking hours. That's fucking insane.
Last week was emotional. This week, all happy.
This week, some people made other people think outside the box. Like,
how dare they?
not this week. How we're gonna make you think outside the box.
Next,
See how imaginative you can be.
next week's on the X-Files.
Next week on Real Talk, we will talk about this and that and vaginas.
Oh, damn. Pack your wipes,
Just
everyone.
kidding.
It's don't be moist.
It's gonna be a moist episode.
Alicia's not gonna watch. She hates that fucking word. Like
Get-
every other
Get
sentence
get
you
ready,
end with-
get ready, guys. We're gonna tie the string around us and we're gonna dive on in. Tune in as we dive deep inside the
Dive
cave
head
of
first
moisture.
or feet first.
I think I found it. Nope, wrong turn.
Took the wrong turn to Albuquerque.
0.2 meters.
Please
Oh.
do
Wait,
a
did-
turn.
We're just waiting in it now. Right?
Oh shit.
Shit.
But
All right,
then-
yeah, I'm gonna end it here, guys. I appreciate all you guys stopping in to the podcast. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Relic out.